2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
At least he's picking his head up tonight a little bit more, Ralphie. At least you're back a little bit. Weren't hot pregame, but you can change that. So what have you done lately, League? What's up, family? Welcome into another edition here, a little crossover again of PHIX AM and the PM right here, A2D Radio. Every Wednesday night, we're brought to you by our doc, make them yours. That's Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. Burlington, Cherry Hill, Princeton locations. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Tom Arnone, Ryan Brodo, Ralph Dellavecchio, Brian Wilson, Greg Milakovic, Frank Vespe. Everybody out there joining us, welcome. We got a jam-packed show because you know why? You know what's here? You know what's right around the block? You know what's been going on here for a couple of days? Sports are back, baby, and it feels good. It feels good. We went 100-plus days talking about anything we could come up with, and everybody stuck with us. And we thank you. And now we have the ability to do what we do, and that's dominate sports talk here in Philadelphia. And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do there's some national things going on. Obviously, Mookie Betts' monster deal. Major League Baseball, they got to vote on it by tomorrow, but there's still a possibility of a 16-team playoff. We'll talk about that throughout the show. Are you for or against it? Let us know. Dumbest thing of the week, Phillies and Sixers over-unders. Phillies 2020 predictions. And listen, you got one bold prediction for the Phillies. We want everybody to come up with. We'll come up with one. Everybody out there listening, you guys come up with one as well. Sixers playoff predictions, same thing. Give us one bold prediction for the Sixers. And that ties into our poll question brought to you by Ambuck Services, AMBUCK Services.com. Listen, tell Michael Ambrose, the guys from A2D saying you 20% off. 20% off gutters, gutter guard, gutter installation, deck restoration, anything outside your house. They're the best in the business, 20% off, ambuckservices.com. The Sixers will reach the NBA Finals. Agree or disagree, let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. That's where you can find us. And everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Like, follow, subscribe. Let's go. The takeover's here. Sports are back. I'm just jacked up that it's happening. For the last week, it's let up. Right now, I've got to get my competitive juices out with coaching a little bit, so that's been fun. But now, the professionals, we're here. We did it. We're back. We figured it out. There was a time we thought baseball wasn't coming back. We sat here. I admit to it. I didn't know. It was a mess, and it's back. NBA, we thought they would lead the way coming back. To me, they did. Here we are. The Sixers reach the NBA Finals. Agree or disagree? Listen, for the sake of I know there's going to be plenty of disagrees on this panel tonight. I'll lead it off. I'll bring some positivity tonight. We can't start off negative. Can't do that. So I can't let Greg begin this or Ralphie with the freaking stupid Lakers hat on. The brim, like bend the brim one time. Bend the brim one time. That's all we're asking. Not asking for a lot.
I love it, baby. I love it. Sports are back, and I love that we can talk shit now to each other. I love it. Basketball is back, baby.
Well, we talk shit for 100-plus days, too, so this is nothing
Let's do
new.
it.
I agree to the poll question. This is a team that's all together, really. When you look around the NBA, and you just look around the teams who are missing people. The Sixers right now, everybody's there. Cross your fingers. It looks like your one star is going to hit threes. I'm telling you, or at least attempt them. How can he not now, right? How can he not? Closed environment, and that's the separator for me. When he's going to stretch forward a little bit and be able to just at least shoot a couple per game in that kind of environment, I'm telling you, it's going to happen. He told somebody, wait till Orlando. So I'll buy into that, right? I'll buy into that. Yeah. So, when I look at that, but I look at Joe. Ready to go, okay, healthy. That's important to our run. It's important for him to be able to play 35 minutes in basketball games if we want to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, better yet the NBA Finals. All right, but the teams that are the best in the East, we've shown we can play with. So why not us? I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but we're not playing on the road and we're not playing at home. So maybe there's that middle ground where we can dominate, take some pressure off of our stars, which are young guys. It's hard for young guys to win in this league. But in a restart where we get a healthy Ben Simmons, in a restart where we get a healthy Joel Embiid, how are we not, in my opinion, one of the favorites to come out of the Eastern Conference? Obviously, Milwaukee's going to be 1, but to me, we're 2. We're 2. And head-to-head, 7 games with Milwaukee, I think we can beat them. I think our length can give them trouble. I believe in it. I believe in the defense of this basketball team. What? What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the comment.
Oh, okay.
I'm not just necessarily disagreeing with your optimism of the team. Absolutely. I was just looking at the comment. If we had Ryan Brooker, I would agree. But since we don't, I disagree. That's your measuring stick? That's your measuring stick, John?
I just think
that's your measuring stick. How did you build such a great team out there in San Fran?
Listen, my thing is I don't think there's a better team in the Eastern Conference when it comes to defense, and defense wins in the playoffs. All right, we all thought this roster when it first started was a team that was going to be real palmsy. Well, Ben became even a better defender. Joe, when he was on the court, was a great defender, but both not on the court enough. We get a restart in some condensed situations here. Advantage us. Ben Simmons was out for the playoffs.
Yeah, big advantage. Big advantage.
Joel Embiid we don't know. You take a little time off, you come back, and it looked like you see Ben. Now he's hitting fadeaway threes. We never seen a fadeaway 3. I mean, how are you not always going to shoot one now? You're in Steph threes in practice. You can't tease and continue to tease because at some point, the guy walks away. He can only be tickled so much before he says, "Oh, I'm done." You know what I mean? And in this kind of situation, same thing. Now we're back, tickle and deliver. You know what I mean? Tickle, deliver. And that's where we're at now. That's where we're at. And I believe he's going to do it. I'm going to have optimism that he takes the next step. I already know what Joel Embiid is on the court. All right?
Do we though?
When he's on the court, he's a point per minute guy.
Right, dude puts up 35 points a night when he's on the court. Come on, man.
I'm saying, though, is he going to be in shape? Is he in shape? That's all I want to know. I'm not worried about Joe if he's in shape. I just don't know if he's in shape.
Think about this. In this kind of environment, it's hard for him not to get in basketball shape.
I would hope so.
No, it makes common sense. It just makes it.
But if he was laying on the couch for 3 months, then it might take him a little time.
He didn't look like a guy laying on the couch.
8 games don't really matter to us, though. I mean, we can move up, but we can't move down. So,
listen, what I'm telling you is,
we were dead in the water. So everyone should be excited because we were dead in the water.
No, but I'm talking about Joe.
Regular, dead in the water.
I'm talking about Joe. His body doesn't look like a guy who sat on the couch for 3 months when he came into camp. So
he was downtrodden when he got there, and it fucking pissed me off a little bit. That's all.
That's what he does. He trolls you. That's what he does. He trolls you. Okay?
No, I don't need it. When you're constantly out of shape, I don't need you joking like you're out of shape. I don't need it.
I don't know if he's been out of shape more so that he's just been banged up at times.
Oh, no. He looked lethargic as fuck in the playoffs last year.
Okay. But he came back this year, and all we talked about was...
And we're the 6th seed.
No, and all we talked about was the playoffs. So I think he overlooked the regular season a little bit. I talked about that on air numerous times.
So.
I thought he overlooked the regular season.
So, I know you have said that, but, you got to show me.
No, absolutely he's got to show. He's got to show both of us. He's got to show everybody in the city of Philadelphia. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. I'm just saying defensively, I think this is the best team in the Eastern Conference defensively. And I think that, at the end of the day, wins. And if your other star can take a step and both stars take a step forward, which I believe they can do in a restart fashion, then this team can go to an Eastern Conference Finals and, in a poll question, reach the NBA Finals. Do I believe they'll win it? No. I think they're too young for that. But I don't think they're too young to go to one. You understand? The Stars are too young to win one right now, in my opinion. But they can sure as hell go to one. You know what I mean? And anything in the Eastern Conference Finals, I'm happy at this point because it's a step forward. It's a step forward from last year. It's growth. But I do believe they can go to the NBA Finals. They can beat anybody in the East.
To me, it comes down. I think Don's Brodo's burner account. He was talking about Bol earlier. Now he's talking about Jokic going from me to Ryan.
Bol is my son. I love Bol.
I do think that
I'm not worried. Like, I'm not worried about Embiid. Even though I was saying that about Embiid, I'm not worried about Embiid and Ben. I think they're both. We know what we're going to get from them. If Tobias makes shots, I think that's the key. If Tobias makes shots, we can beat anybody. If he doesn't, we won't beat anybody.
And Josh Richardson needs to be healthy for this basketball team.
Josh Richardson, I think, is going to be a huge part of this.
Jay Rich,
what was that, Rafi?
No, and Al Horford too, right? Because he's been
about to say, we need to get something from Al Horford.
Yes. Too. He's been a shell of himself too. This whole entire
them three,
and he's always been a good playoffs. He's always been a good playoffs guy. So he better come to play.
He's been dominant in the playoffs, and the numbers don't lie on that. But
well, listen, all I'm going to say to you guys, if these guys, them three are the keys, but the other keys are your stars. So Ben's got to take a next step at the 4 and be able to stretch it a little bit, because then he can take any 4 off the dribble he wants after that. Make sense, guys? Any 4, once he shows it, any 4 that's going to try to cover him, that's a mismatch nightmare, because he's quicker. He's going to be faster. So, you know what I mean? Once you hit it 1 or shoot him, it's over, and he's going to make them. The form looks clean. There was always a little hitcher. There ain't no hits no more. That shit's clean. That's wet. We call that wet when we're playing.
When he's actually shot the ball this year, it's looked good.
Yep, and it looks even better, though. It looks even better.
And the hitch goes away with confidence, and that's and Tom, to your point, I think that's what you're seeing now. Granted, we saw it this summer, but to your point, there was a hitch though. Now it seems smooth. It seems confident to where let's go. We've been saying this for 3 years. Everyone develops a jumper. Okay, they don't have anything else to do. This is their job. Eventually, you get better at shooting. Yeah, Kawhi sure did.
Yeah, no, guys who want to.
We've been saying it was going to happen. I mean, it has to happen eventually.
All right, back to the poll question. The Sixers will reach the NBA Finals. Agree or disagree? Family, let us know. Chime in. Boys, whoever wants to go second here. I agree. I might be the only guy here. I agree that they can go to the NBA Finals. I'll continue to say it because it's a restart, and Ben's healthy now and Joe's healthy. Let's go. Who wants to go next?
Ralphie?
No,
you'll say disagree, Ralph, so go ahead.
I'm just going to say I disagree because they just got to show me. I think they can do it, but I'm going to disagree. They got to show me for everything I just said before that. So someone else can go.
Yeah, I'll go on that too. I believe they can. I believe that they have a really good shot of kind of like we talked about last week of taking that next step, finally getting over the hurdle of the second round exits. I believe they have a really good chance to. Everyone's still saying, I know we were worried about it before, the stoppage, that it seemed like this team was on a one-way path to being a first-round exit, via the Miami Heat. I really don't think that's the case. I think we're way too talented for it. Obviously, the health is on our side finally. Hell, it seems like that's never the case at all for the Sixers or any Philadelphia team. That's finally on our side. So I really like if this poll was, the Sixers are going to make the Eastern Conference Finals, I really would say agree. But, finals, I hate to put it on the same guy because, like we always talk about, Tom, with all the teams, talent wins. I just can't get over the fact I just don't believe in the coach. I just don't. And maybe that, that's putting too much value.
But you can go to an NBA Finals and the coach not be good enough. You just won't win it. You just won't win it.
Yes, but I think the teams that we're going to be playing, obviously the Celtics, that maybe I believe that we even fit well against the Milwaukee Bucks and obviously the Raptors. The way they're going to prep for us is going to, I think, outweigh how much more talented we are. You know what I'm saying?
For a guy, can you hold on real quick? I'm just going to play devil's advocate with it.
You're fine.
For a guy that all of a sudden starts shooting threes. There's curveballs.
No, listen. If Ben comes out and is hitting like 2-3 threes a game, because that's like how you're sounding. You're sounding like Ben's hitting 2-3 threes a game. If that happens, I'm jerking off in the street. Okay, but I mean, I don't see that happen. Okay, so I don't see that happening.
Did you say hit threes? Hit 3 of them?
3 threes a game is what I said.
Hit 2 or 3. I mean, I'll say
that's how you're talking though. You're
I think you will.
Snipe shooting out there.
Listen, this is how the city of Philadelphia works. When we're told that we can't have a parade or anything until 2021, guess what would happen? The Sixers will go to the NBA Finals and somehow win it because we can't have a parade and celebrate. That's how the city of Philadelphia always works. So get ready to jerk off in the street, Bri, because I believe he's going to. So, I mean, I hope your neighbors.
I think you get arrested for that. So I'm probably
going to find out, aren't we?
Not doing it.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Listen, I got a feeling about this team. I'll just continue to say I got a weird feeling. But go ahead.
So my whole thing is this, and with the Ben Simmons shooting thing, honestly, like if he shoots, great. Wilson get prepped. But honestly, I think what this team really needs, what we talk about, it's not just Ben Simmons shooting, it's Ben Simmons playing aggressive. It's the thing that killed the Sixers isn't the fact that he hasn't shot. We want him to shoot, obviously, but it's that when he is that Ben Simmons passive, I'm just going to pass it off and I'm going to go into the corner.
But now playing the four, it gives you the ability to be more aggressive, right?
Yes.
So that's a cool difference maker too that we have coming in here.
And the last thing I'll add real quick, and obviously we have all show to touch on this, but you guys brought it up, and I just want to bring it up again. I think I almost want to call it the addition of Josh Richardson, just because, like we talked about before, other than the very beginning of the season, he was either on the court, then directly off of it. He was never healthy after that. After the first 10, 12 games, he was never the same. He played really well, but the sustainability of him staying on the court, obviously at the end of the day, we never saw that. And I think what this guy can supply to this team, both on the offensive and defensive side of the basketball, I think is tremendous. And I think it falls right into the whole aspect of playoff basketball. So I think whatever he does, I'm not going to say that he's more valuable than Tobias because, listen, Tobias Harris, we just gave him a max contract. So I'm not going to say that. But towards the end of this, I could say, okay, well, kind of the secret piece of the puzzle while everyone's talking about Ben and Joe and Tobias, Josh Richardson, I think, is going to supply a lot of real positive action that we haven't seen all season just because he wasn't ever healthy.
Listen, that's why I love the trade because he's a two-way player. He cares about it on the defensive end. He gets up in you. It's so important. I mean, Sean Spielman is saying the same thing. Justin Key says, I agree with Tom and fuck the Lakers. That's directed at you. Don was telling Wells to calm down. We're jerking off in the street. Sean Spielman said the Sixers team is built for the playoffs. This is what we see if Brand knows his shit. And the big factor will be Mike Scott off the bench. I see him as the Danny Green factor. Mike Scott couldn't hit water if he fell. Yeah. Couldn't hit water if he fell a boat. Gets another restart, right? It's almost like the reliever who just couldn't find it. That's what he was. So maybe he can hit a couple big threes for us. We're gonna, you need everybody to go. We're trying to go to.
We might need him to be our Kyle Schwarber, like the Cubs had him at the when they won the World Series, to where he just came in at the very last second.
Just anything.
Yeah, just something. Greg, Ralphie, Frank.
I'll go. To the poll, it might shock you, but I agree. At the beginning of the year, I had Sixers Lakers for the finals preview, and I won it. I want you guys in the finals because I think the Lakers are going to get there, but that's for a different time.
Not on this
Sixers.
No, it's not. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's not happening. But okay.
For the Sixers, I mean, if you look throughout the whole entire regular season, you guys been banged up here and there. Richardson off the court, on and off the court, and being on and off the court, and then obviously, you had Ben Simmons with the whole back injury, and now you have 4 months off, and you guys might be one of the healthiest teams going into this bubble startup again, right? Because some teams still, the Nets lost like almost every starter they have. But they weren't going to be a fight anyway. And, just having fresh guys there. But yet again, it's all going to be on those 3 guys we talked about, and Tobias, Richardson, and Al Horford. But I think Ben's going to be fine. I think Joel's going to be fine. I just think that you guys match up with Boston perfectly. You guys can beat Boston. You showed in the regular season you guys can play Boston. And listen, they don't have anything down low to stop Joel no more. So it's all fun and games until your one piece like Al Horford goes to the arrival, and now you have nothing to stop him.
It's all fun and games till Daniel Feast
have fun.
The only fun and games till Daniel Feast outplays fucking Embiid.
Yeah, and Tommy, the thing about Toronto too, I was going to touch on that, is that they were so hot before the stoppage. Is that
this
can
is
they
not good
stay
for them.
hot?
Agreed, Ralph.
Can they stay hot?
No, the only thing is if we play them. The only thing I was saying is if we play Toronto.
But you're not in Toronto no more. And
no. I'm not saying that.
Stuff like that.
That's the only team with big men that concern me. That's all I was saying. In the Eastern Conference,
They got size. They have size.
That's the only team.
Yeah, but any day of the week, Marc Gasol, Joel Embiid, I'll take Embiid down low any day.
Why? But why?
I would too.
Gasol's outplayed him a lot.
Gasol took him out of the series. Gasol, I could argue friggin' the other.
Okay, that was last year. This is going to be this year. The times are different now.
But we're going off of what we saw, Ralphie. I mean, come on.
I understand that. This is 2020. Like LeBron said, ain't nothing normal, baby.
Oh, here we go.
Okay?
Quote LeBron.
Of course.
Okay.
All right.
We lost. That's what we lost.
LeBron quotes.
Just
now.
be happy.
Okay.
I said I agree.
All
You
right.
guys just be happy about that.
By the way,
No,
Don,
I'm
fish
not
jumped
happy.
out of his hand. Don, come on. And there's no ocean in Orlando. Grow up.
It was a pond. It was a large pond, and the fish fell. Okay, he didn't throw it.
Have you ever caught a fish in your life? They jump out of your hand. Grow up.
The other side.
I would take Joel Embiid over Gasol, but you know what I mean. Gasol does play him great. You know what I mean. And that's all my point was about Toronto. That's the only team that I feel like they got a guy.
Siakam's tough. I mean, they got size. They got size.
They're the only team that I feel like they can slow down Joe. Other teams I don't feel like can slow him down. Like he'll get his.
And Ben with Siakam, right? If you're going to move Ben to the 4, Siakam's going to play him more, and that's more of an even matchup, at least lengthwise and skill-wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Ben would shut his ass down, by the way.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying on the offensive side, though, too, Siakam's pretty good.
Yeah, that little fucker Van Vliet always plays well against us.
Yeah, he does.
I've hated that fucker
I
since
don't,
Wichita State.
is he even playing with Toronto in the restart?
Yeah,
Is he?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Let's get an update.
Why, you gotta-
there
did
was
he catch the
concern that
COVID?
he might not play. He might not travel.
I think
Oh,
now
that
that he's
COVID?
down
Did he
there, I
catch
think
that
he's
COVID?
playing. No, he was gonna opt out, Wills. But I think now that he's down there, I think he's playing.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
it
yeah,
looks
he's
like it. I
already in
haven't
the
heard
bubble, he's
anything.
definitely
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of made a statement that if more people were going to sit out, he'd join them. But because
So he's
everyone's
a
down
follower.
there.
So he's a
Yeah.
follower.
Yeah.
Good. He'll lose
Here-
in the playoffs this year.
Here-
Yeah,
Pressure.
the statement was, Fred, if you don't get down here, we're not going to pay you. And he said, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be there.
You know, on the next flight. Greg, Frank, Sixers will reach NBA. Agree or disagree?
I disagree. I think they can. I think they have the talent. You know, Tommy, as you alluded to earlier in your agreement, I don't disagree with everything. I don't think they make it. I think they get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think they absolutely have the opportunity and have the chance.
Finals talks out of you guys. I like that. Wow.
Well, I mean, I do agree, and I like the restart. I was very, like you, Wills, I was very down on them going into this, not thinking, but Ryan, you alluded to it. For some reason right now, knock on wood, most Philly teams so far have gotten the benefit of the injury bug and the COVID bug. And the COVID bug, right? We haven't had major people go down. You know, we didn't get Rajon Rondo Karma breaking his wrist.
Are you even listening to the show?
Huh?
Who opened the show saying that they're healthy? Good.
Okay.
No, I'm just talking to Greg. You know what I mean? I was talking.
He can say they're healthy too, though, Tom. Gee.
No. But just say everybody. You know, everybody said they're healthy. Well, you know what I mean. You're just pointing out.
Okay.
You know, great points. You know, give credit to the whole panel. Then, Greg, grow up one time.
I'm sorry. Tom, you mentioned earlier that
Listen, I just look for things. I just look for things that people.
Oh, man.
Wow. I don't know. Now I know why you have to sit in the studio. Your head is so
Huge
big.
tonight,
Who
fellas.
said it? The whole top side said the damn thing. Is all my
Your head
point
is
was.
growing.
He said the same thing. Shut the hell up, Wells. Because I'll kick you off the show. I'll kick you off the show. Ralph said the same shit.
Go ahead,
Ralph said the
dictator.
same shit. And dictator. And you said the same.
Get him. I love this.
Fucking Edie on me and Arnone over here. Fucking go ahead.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
All right. I'm just saying 4 guys trying to give you a little credit too, Wells, but now I want to retract that. 4 guys said how healthy they were. And you know, I just felt like Greg wasn't listening, that's all. But yeah, go ahead, Greg. It wasn't about anything else. Just pay attention one time. We all said it. Go ahead. Time's yours.
so we're healthy.
Sorry for sticking up for you guys. Won't do it again. Won't do it again. Won't do it again.
Pot's good.
Yep.
No, I was
Sorry.
just saying how, you know, it seems like we've gotten a good side of the injury bug so far, and where all of our rivals seem to be, you know, getting hit, nicked up here and there, we haven't gotten there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Eastern Conference Final to me, so I disagree.
Yeah.
I have my qualms about, trying to figure out whether this team's going to be a finals team. I know in the beginning of the season, it's been so forever ago that I had this team going to the finals against another Los Angeles team, and that's the Clippers. With everybody being healthy and refreshed, I do think they can make the finals, but I have a very gut feeling that I just don't think they're going to be a finals team, so I disagree.
So what's
Shame.
two guys?
Two guys say agree. The other four say disagree.
Yeah, that's why I want to agree, because I had to open this with some positivity and talk about health. And
I mean, this team is talented to make the finals, but my biggest worry is Brett Brown. Like, for some reason in the playoffs, Brett Brown's playing checkers while somebody else is playing chess. So I don't know. I think it all lies on BB for me for the Sixers in this restart.
You're not wrong there.
I think a lot of people will agree on that.
Yeah,
Do you guys think even with the whole new lineup and stuff like that, do you just take Shake out and just put Al Horford in? Do you guys think you have the best starting five going into the playoffs? If everything stays
in what,
up,
the East?
In the East, not in the West.
Brett, why would we do that? Why would we take out Shake and put Al Horford?
No, I'm just saying, how the regulars were with.
Just saying talent-wise.
Yeah, talent-wise, you have the best starting five.
I would say it this way, Ralph. If
I thought so.
Top to bottom, I think we have the best roster in the East. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that.
The addition of Burks and Robinson, gigantic, because our bench was suspect. Besides Furkan getting hot, sometimes our bench was so suspect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they got exposed because guys got hurt. They got exposed.
Mike Scott hadn't hit a shot all fucking
year. And you're right, Wilson. I mean, Mike Scott hasn't done anything, right? After getting that new contract, he hasn't done anything this whole entire season.
So maybe this is like a little refresh for him too, like we said earlier. So that'd be great.
Yeah. No. So now I want one bold prediction for the Sixers out of everybody, and then we'll give you guys the some Sixers over unders. We can do. There's some betting stuff we can get into with the Sixers. But before that, one bold prediction. Everybody chime in. One bold prediction for Sixers in this restart. It can be anything.
I'll go first. My bold prediction is from when they start the regular season game into the postseason, Ben Simmons will hit 7 threes.
So bet that fucking thing, Ralph. Did you see that draft?
No, I did not.
Plus 250 that he hits 1 3 in the first 8 games.
Oh shit!
Jump on it. Jump on
it. For me, but I might have to call my accountant and be like, "Yo, dude, you want to put some money on there for me?"
I mean, you have him doing it 7 times that, so let's go.
Yeah, mine's on the same player. I say Ben Simmons will average a triple-double in the restart.
Ooh,
like the entire restart and playoffs.
Yep.
Well, then we're going pretty far, I would assume.
Eastern Conference Finals.
All right, I'll go. Mine is you guys might probably not gonna like this very much. Mine is I think we're gonna end as the 5th seed. We're gonna beat Miami, then we're gonna beat Milwaukee and lose to the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Damn. God.
I mean, I'll take going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
We'll beat Milwaukee, everyone's gonna go nuts, and then we'll lose to Boston.
Look at Don's. Jesus. Shake will lead the Sixers in points per game. Oh, my.
No shot of that happening.
That's
wow. What the hell happened?
I just hope he hits his threes. If he hits 40% of his jumpers, that would be awesome.
Great time. Greg?
Which he about was, right? Before this start, he was, right?
Actually, Greg.
Yeah.
42.
Yeah. I think it was over 40, yeah.
He was playing well.
And the last month that he was starting, it was like 49. He was on fire.
Yeah, not great. I mean, but he's playing well.
He dropped like 40 against the Clippers, didn't he?
I know, but
37, something. A lot. A lot.
That didn't shake out every night. I'm just saying. No pun intended. So,
well,
Greg.
Obviously, Tom, but we're just saying if he hits some shots here, that's all.
No, I hear you. I think he's going to play well.
So my bold prediction is the Sixers will win the NBA Finals.
This is what I get for going last. Everybody's taking anything I can come up
Suck
with.
my Australian dong. Okay, spells. Don't think Brett's going to go there with it, but I mean.
I like all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How would he say that with the accent? Can we hear it? Like
rather
Crocodile
not.
Dundee type thing?
Rather not. Is Ben the first guy to go down. But that's a question for another day.
Also,
He's from down under.
wait, Brett wouldn't say that. Brett's from Maine. Why would he? He's not Australian.
Yeah, but he played in Australia and coached in Australia for a
Coached
while.
the Australian national team, I think, for a little while, didn't he?
So I said maybe Ben will jump down on him. I don't know. Time will
Semantics.
Coach Ben's dad, I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think that sounds right. Yeah.
Greg, is this you?
Somebody's sucking something.
Is this you, Greg? Is this your
No,
brother?
it's not me, but I like it. I like it.
Quick Mouse.
Phils, I like that one about the Corky. Okay.
That'd be great. Then we are going to the NBA Finals, like I said.
Hitting shots.
That
That means
happens.
he's
You
hitting
guys
shots.
might be a free ride to the NBA Finals. That happens. Jesus.
I'll tell you what, though. If
Jake
Corky-
leads the team in scoring, and Korkmaz off the bench with 15.
if Corky's averaging 15, Tobias better not be averaging less than 10 because that's what scares me. I mean, Tobias ain't making any shots.
Tobias might be on the bench.
Yeah, that's what scares. That's what scares me.
Two guys that we didn't even talk about will lead us to the NBA Finals. When we talked for 30 minutes, and two guys that we didn't even bring up would take us to the NBA Finals. That would sum up Philly. Frank, one bold prediction for the Sixers.
My bold prediction for the Sixers, I'm going to go Ben Simmons will have a 40-point game during the restart.
Ooh.
And that will include more than one three-pointer in a game.
Oh, I can see us now. Hopefully it's a Wednesday night. We're doing live reactions.
Shit.
We're gonna be. We're going to the NBA Finals. We're sweeping.
This is leading to such, I hope this doesn't happen because it's going to lead to such heartbreak.
But listen, that 24-hour period is going to be so much fun.
Oh, we're
you
gonna
know
go
what I'm saying? I might
crazy.
take it. I might take it. Yeah.
All right. So my bold prediction for the Sixers is I believe Ben Simmons is going to shoot at least three threes a game.
Damn.
And I believe they're going to win the NBA Finals for a bold prediction just because that's how it works here because we can't have a parade. That's the justification.
Greg will be there, he said.
Yeah.
Greg will be at the parade.
You know what they'll do, Tom? You know what they'll do? They'll just push the parade to like January 3rd.
So whenever they're allowed to have it.
Yeah, 2021, January 3rd.
The fact of the matter is we can't have a parade right after we win. All right. Which in the moment.
We could just have our own parade.
We could. Just
We
down
could
the
just
street.
pretend we could just tell them it's a protest, and then it's fine. That's completely fine.
We're protesting a great win. We're protesting the haters that didn't believe in us. That's what we're protesting.
That was good, Will. That was a good one.
Don, don't you wish that evil on us?
They might actually encourage it if we say that, Will. They might actually encourage it.
Frank, do you have some over-unders for the Sixers? And
I mean, I looked everywhere on the betting sites, and I did not see much for.
We can just come up with our own if you want, Frank.
Yeah, we could. We could come up with our.
I'd rather go to here. I'll just go.
All right. So
We'll go to the cloud. We'll go to the cloud.
From the two that I found, one is regarding the Sixers projections. This one came from, I believe it is MyBookie. Regarding the Sixers wins over under, it is 4.5.
Ooh, 4.5 right now.
That's in the playoffs, right? So they got to win a series.
No, for
that's the
The 8 games.
the 8
Oh,
games.
the last 8 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I
4.5
think they win. I think they win more than that.
Yeah, I think, dude. I mean, your schedule right now. I mean,
I'm thinking 6-2. 6-2.
Yeah, I'm thinking 6
I'm
and
gonna
2 as
go
well.
over. I'm gonna go over for the Sixers on that. 4.5.
By the way, Sweeps is all in on a virtual parade. He's in. He's texting me.
We can do that.
To a parade. Everybody just waving, clapping.
It'll be like the NBA draft with Goodell in the background, where you had all the people on the screen.
Yeah, just give me a second because I'm going.
Let's see. Matthew Spills said Cork might have himself some games this year before the shutdown. Yeah.
No, he
I'm
did.
no longer,
Absolutely.
I'm no longer a hater of the guy.
The Milwaukee game on Christmas, he was dropping shit in from
He
everything.
saved us in the Trailblazers game. I think it was the fourth or fifth game with the
So
buzzer
the
beater.
Sixers going for the over/under was 4.5. So you guys have the Pacers, Spurs, Wizards, Magic, Trailblazers, Suns, Raptors, and then the Rockets.
Well, let's go one by one, slowly. Go one by one.
So your first game is against the Pacers.
That's a tough one, but I think we'll win it.
I think we get the Pacers, yeah.
I think we win. I think the
If
Pacers
Oladipo was playing, I would say that we definitely
He's
win.
50. He's 50-50. He's 50.
Yeah, he's not going to.
50-50, but the Pacers haven't been good with Oladipo in the starting lineup.
He was struggling.
So
they were struggling. When
I give us the win against the Pacers, and that will probably help our case to get a 5th seed.
This is important to note too. When the report came out about Oladipo, Woj before he got suspended, said that the Pacers and there's a handful of other notable teams that are actually legitimate title contenders. They're just in what he called survival mode, to where even though they have a shot to win this year, they're just trying to get through this. So, and you're starting to hear more and more of that. So, I'm not saying there's going to be teams like the friggin' Nets that are just going to go down there and milk it, but I don't like the Pacers with or without Oladipo because to Frank's point, number one, Oladipo, when he was playing, it didn't really fit. And two, they just seem like one of those teams to where they're just all about, let's just get in and get out without any major injuries. You know what I mean?
I'm more worried about them if Oladipo doesn't play, to be honest with you, because they were playing well before he came back with Sabonis and Brogdon running the team. They were playing well. So I actually hope he does play, but I do think that will beat Indiana. And I think we only lose 2 of those games. Maybe even just the Rockets.
Yeah. Very good. Listen, so the team futures for the win the NBA Final Sixers plus 2,300 compared to like the Lakers plus 240.
Yeah.
So that would be a fun thing to throw a couple bucks on.
So it's funny. DraftKings had that same over under, but at 5.5. And if you look at the odds for that, over 5.5 was plus 130. Under 5.5, minus 177. So that's kind of almost telling you that they think it's going to be 5 and under.
On my bookie is what it's telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Take the over 4.5 on the my bookie site is what it's telling you. But I think they'll win 6 though. So I think it goes over both ways there.
Yeah, I think they
we'll
win.
lose one to a team we shouldn't. That's going to fucking happen.
Yeah. I'm just interested to see how they come
Probably
out.
the Magic. Do we play Orlando?
Yeah.
Probably
Yes,
the Magic. Evan Fournier won't miss a fucking shot.
No.
Who's the other guy? Terrence Ross?
Yeah.
One.
Aaron Gordon
Guys
put up
shoot from
30.
everywhere against us.
Everybody.
Markel gets a triple-double.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Don't start. Let's not get crazy, Ralph, okay? Let's pump the brakes a
Listen,
little.
is Markel even in the bubble? He might be too afraid. He might have another shoulder
He
injury.
didn't play today when they had their scrimmage.
Starting off early.
I think something either he's hurt or something with the rest. I don't know. How
Shocker.
You get rest. Yeah.
He needs more rest.
But the funny thing is that Jamal Murray didn't play in their scrimmage today because he was fatigued from golfing. Is the reason he didn't play today.
Greg?
It is hot out there.
That was really a reason given out? They really said that out loud? That's real life? Wow.
Fatigue from golfing. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
If I ever pull that, someone
fucked up.
Was he golfing with the Kentucky volleyball player?
No clue, Frank.
We don't want to see that hairline again. Jeez.
Listen to me.
Oh, I know.
Jesus Christ.
That's
I
real.
wish I knew.
They came out to be golfing. Wow.
Yeah.
Man. 2020 is a different animal.
Probably
Tom,
grabbed the quick 36 today. Wasn't ready for the heat.
Tom, if I ever pull that, if I ever give that as an excuse for anything, just come over and punch me in the face, please. I mean, I'm not even an NBA player, but come on.
That's what I'm saying. You're not a professional athlete. I wouldn't even punch you in the face with these guys. I mean, I thought that's why a PR department, is there for. So we don't come out and tell the truth. But okay.
I guess they can't say he feels under the weather because then he'll get shut down. He'll get put.
Oh yeah, so you have to say he's fatigued from golf.
Yeah,
that's why you're right. He didn't want to get tested again. They ain't swabbing me again. Tell him I played golf. Fuck
And we had to walk, no carts.
No carts, right? All right, so
what up, Pootie?
You guys want to get in a little Phils?
Pootie.
Friday, 7:05.
Speaking of Phils, they announced their rotation. Wheeler is good to go.
Yep, he's going to be starting on Saturday.
Yeah, he's starting Saturday, right?
So Wheeler's all set to start. He and his wife welcomed a healthy son Monday night.
Nice.
It'll go Nola, Wheeler, Velasquez, Arrieta in the first 4 starts.
Number 3, huh?
Eflin most likely will go 5th.
I think didn't they say Eflin's got something? Something's wrong with Eflin right now. He's like a little banged up.
Yeah, it says F1 status as fifth man will be determined in simulated game tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I don't.
Hopefully Spencer Howard throws the sixth game.
Well, he's down in the minors. They sent him down today.
Well, they had to.
They had
the
to
first 5 games.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they did. So, just to confirm that. But they said he'll probably be up in next
The
week.
sixth game.
Yeah.
Is when he'll be up.
So hopefully that's true, though.
It's the Super 2 shit.
I understand that, but hopefully it's true. Hopefully.
I think it will be.
That's all.
Maybe once they cut the roster down, I'm not saying it guaranteed he's going to stay on it because I think they started 30, 28, then 26 or something. I forget what I said. But so early on, I bet you he'll definitely be there, though, for the first month.
Well, when you give him bold prediction, just predictions for the Phillies, I'll say it again. I believe they're going to hit the baseball.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to get out of this rotation? It's huge to know that Wheeler's going to be here. That's gigantic. So now having Nola and Wheeler, I'm a lot more confident going into this. And we're going to find out Friday night. But I'm excited because I think this is it. I think they can hit the baseball 1 through 9. I think the bench is good enough. There's enough power. There's plenty of power in the lineup. Can lose plenty of baseballs. And then it's going to come down to this bullpen. And 3, 4, 5 starters. And I know it's common sense, but that's what it is. But the rest of it, I'm confident in it. I'm confident that they're a playoff team. They're a playoff team. The Nationals are good, not as good. I think we got better. Now the Braves got better, and that's the biggest fight to me. The Mets are good, but they're not as good as the Braves. Mm-hmm. And I think we're right there with the Mets. So, and Nationals. All 3 of us are like scrambling in. Anything can happen.
Nats have damn good pitching.
Yeah.
But see, to me, the Braves, I do agree. The Braves
I don't know about the Nationals lineup is my point. I don't know about the Nationals lineup.
No, I agree, Tom. And so, to me, the Nationals question mark is they have a bunch of young guys in their lineup now, a whole bunch, with Kaboom and Robles, all getting more time than they've ever gotten. And Trey Turner's never healthy. Is he going to be healthy? Soto's obviously a stud. We love him. But now the Braves, their lineup is scary. To me, best lineup in the division, probably even better than ours, I would say. But they're pitching. Another thing of young guys. Soroka's young. A bunch of these guys are young.
Freed, Fultonavich, they're all young.
Fulton's not even in their starting five, I don't think.
Who's playing?
Oh, he's not.
Who's playing left now for the Braves or right field?
Marcell Ozuna.
They get him. Shit.
Yeah.
We had that same reaction on Saturday or Sunday when we remembered that.
The
Braves have a damn good lineup. They do.
Well, Marquez isn't playing for them, right? Because he opted out, right?
Yeah, he opted out.
To go sign Puig, and then Puig backed out because he got.
So who's going to start? Ralph is the dude that always kills us. Is that Ender Inciarte?
Yeah.
But he's not a bad player, though. He's not a bad player.
I feel wasn't he a Philly for a hot minute?
Yeah, and he got Rule 5.
Yeah, he was.
Stay hot.
Makes sense.
That was before Quintac. But the dates on the rosters, real quick. You open with a 30-man roster, reduced to 28 in 2 weeks, and reduced to 26 in 4 weeks.
See, that might be when maybe we lose Spencer Howard. We'll see, but hopefully not.
Deals.
He's dealing,
Well, that's the thing that people need to remember. There's been a lot of people, and I was for 5 seconds. When the report came out the other night that they were optioning him, everyone on Twitter was flipping out oh my God, what are they doing with Spencer Howard? If they have to send him down for 6 games, and that'll count for the service time.
Yeah, it's a Super 2 thing.
Yeah. So that's everyone freaking out about that. Nobody in here, obviously, but people at home. It's fine. That doesn't mean that
it's just a weird rule that baseball has. That's all.
It's like it's a 10% thing, and since it's a shortened season, it has to be 6 games.
Yeah, it's only 6 games. Usually it's like early June when it happens. But since it's such a condensed season.
Do we think, guys? This could be a kind of a bold prediction. Do we think that Spencer Howard by mid-season or latter part of the season, do you think he's going to have a sustained role in the rotation?
That was my bold prediction.
If he's Dylan and Eflin and Vinny V aren't holding up their case, man.
Yeah.
He has to have a spot, right? We all know Vinny V. He looks great in the spring training. Regular season comes, dude can't get past the second inning. It's just how it's been for
Well,
about
I'll
5
tell you
years.
with Vinny V, which is encouraging, is that he was throwing his off-speed for strikes. He's always had a great fastball, just never could throw his off-speed for strikes.
No,
If he can
you're
throw the
right
off-speed
about
for
that.
strikes, then,
You're right
then
about
he'd be fine.
I'll say this
Did that against the Yankees the other day.
I'll say this about Spencer Howard, right? He better be able to deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you need your prospects to pan out. You know what I'm saying? So it's important. It's even more important for that reason, you know, than us being a playoff team. You know, you hope
I just think it's a great opportunity for both Baum and Howard to be up now and not have to sit in AAA or down to the minors for another whole year before getting up to the big leagues. You had the opportunity.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get as much time as you think, though, Baum.
No,
but he'll probably see a little bit. He'll see a little bit.
I'm mostly talking about Spencer Howard, just because we all know how the rotation, and if you want to throw him in the bullpen for some, innings or something, whatever you want to do there.
Be used, Ralph. To your point,
he's definitely going to pitch. First off, if there's an injury, he probably is in the rotation. I would.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And Tom, to your point, you're spot on when you talk about the importance of obviously Howard and Bohm hitting, because not only, and I was going right where you were going, to where it's not only even important for this season. It is, because obviously if these guys help, it's bonus, but for seasons on end, because when you look at this upcoming payroll, especially if if we're able to sign Realmuto, to where I don't want to call this team top heavy, but in a way, payroll wise, you are. That's why, like, with everybody saying, like, oh, why are we, like the Josh Harrisons of the world, why are we cutting all these people? Well, because of the way everything's being paid, and because Clintack just can't scout at all because he's just an idiot, you have to take flyers on these guys and hope they hit, for example. You know what I mean? To where if these young guys in our farm system, seems like we've been rebuilding this farm system for years on end now, if they don't start hitting, it's going to become a regular thing to where we're going to have to go out and get these Phil Goslings and you know what I'm saying, these Josh Harrisons, to hope that they can have a resurgence in their career. And like we talked about, because of who we have running things upstairs.
Goslin never had a career, but
Phil be swinging a sexy stick, though. Watch out, Phil's
well, you know what I'm saying, Tommy. It's these no-name guys that you're bringing in just to see. Oh, maybe these are sleepers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like they said, Phil went 9 for 10 in those back-to-back.
Well, yeah, it's combo shit. You're bringing in like guys, retread guys who did have good careers and hope they can hit, or you bring, you guys like that,
guys on their last leg,
or guys like this that you just never heard of. So I mean, you have like that. You're right, the double.
It's because we've drafted like shit.
If you don't, that's
the reason.
The rise point. If you don't draft well, this is what you're left with. So, that's why Howard and Baum need to, Baum not as much this year, but Howard, you got to see something.
Like,
and I'll throw Hazley into that group too, because
Hazley playing with pros helps this though. Playing with pros early helps your career. So it's only a benefit for this situation for the kids. That's all my point is. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah. No, I was just say throw Hazley in that group that's got to pan out, because again, you talk about a high first round draft pick. I think he's 7 overall.
Yes.
And where we do have some depth in the minor leagues, you think is as there, but we would rather obviously have these guys pan out and then build around Bryce with Hazley and Moniak or Randolph or whoever's up next, right, to replace McCutch.
Well,
I'm still hoping. He was a first round pick. I'm still hoping. Oh, he's terrible.
Corny has not been great.
You guys are spot on, because you look around the league, and I know the Florida Marlins. There's one. There's a lot of teams all around the league to where the guys they drafted last year, they're on their bubble rosters, and you look now. Obviously Bohm, yes, but he wasn't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
stinks.
No. But you understand my point.
Stinks, that's why.
You get my point.
Whatever the fuck their name is.
Okay, but then in the Braves, you have a loaded roster, and then just below it, you have a plethora of pitchers, and then you know what I'm saying? It's just levels. And
the Braves have drafted better than us. I mean,
no question.
That's just fact. There, I can't. You can't even say anything about that.
But the fact that we don't have Moniak and I don't want to say Stott, because he's still kind of fresh in here, and Randolph, for example. It sucks. It hurts. And I'm not saying
I like
they're
our
never going to
bench
be anything.
though right now, right? Be honest with you, I really do.
I
feel
it.
Like our bench is better this year than it's been in the previous 2 years.
Hey, Phil Goslin's raking, boys. Okay.
And I think
Phil has been raking. Actually, it's weird to say that, but Phil's been raking. Phil straight removed Josh Harrison from the team.
Yeah,
what he did.
Josh
That's exactly
Harrison.
What happened.
Like, oh, dude, I got competition. I'm out of here.
He said Phil Gosselin has hit everything. I got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
All right. So, any other bold predictions?
Oh, I
Greg?
got one. I'm gonna go. Scott Kingery hits over 300.
Ooh.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that.
I mean, it's just a game. It's not really bold.
Okay, thanks, Tom. I think if Scott Kingery hits over 300, we're all pretty excited.
Wait, who was it? Tom or Wilson in the draft that drafted Kingery on the draft draft? Okay,
I did, of course.
Okay, so you're on brand. It's good.
I like Scott. I'm sorry.
I love him too. Yeah. No, I got you. You're supporting your guy. I understand.
Who doesn't like Scott?
I think he's gonna hit over 300.
I like Scotty.
I love him. Yeah.
First off, as the out of the 8 hole, I really like him. I feel like we have a damn good lineup if he's hitting out of the 8 hole.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna hit. You know what I mean? I don't think we're gonna have a problem hitting. I like that prediction though. I'm not mad at it. If he hits 300, I'm definitely happy.
I have another semi-bold one. This isn't even that bold, just because I feel like Hazley's just the guy. I think Roman Quinn's going to be the guy that plays most center field for us.
Healthy or injured?
Well, healthy, obviously. He's not going to play injured.
No, my point is, I would agree with you the fact that when he steps on the field, he gets injured. You know
I agree, but he's healthy right now, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, I like Quinn. It's just, God, I feel bad for him. I have one. It's not necessarily positive at all. It kind of goes to what I was saying last week. My bold prediction is that this season is the final season that Rhys Hoskins will be in a Phillies uniform. I don't believe. I think he's going to be a disappointment. I think he's going to get traded for bullpen arms.
No chance.
All right. I hope I'm wrong.
You are.
All right.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to say it, one of my predictions is that I think JT goes into free agency.
That wouldn't happen, Ralph. I hear you though. There's a chance that JT is not on this team next year, but if that chance is that we trade him because we start awfully. I think that's the only chance that he's not here. I think if we
I don't think you trade anybody in the season.
If we're 10-20, you do.
Yeah, but do you think we're starting out 10-20 though?
No, I don't. But I'm saying if we are, then
now everybody's got to get fired at that point for 10-20, right?
No.
You got to look at Clintack, right? You got to look at Clintack.
Clintack's been already fired.
If you start at 10-20, Clintack's your first guy to go, right? Because he's the one that's still been on the team.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. He should have been going a long time ago.
Let's just hope that we don't start 10-20 and we don't have to have this conversation.
Well, you brought it up. I'm just keeping.
But I'm just saying. I think that's the only way that he's not re-signed is that we trade him because we just start terribly, and I do not want that to happen. I do not think that's going to happen. But I think that's the only possibility. I think.
Well, so at least I didn't say that. At least I didn't say he was going to be designated.
Sorry.
No. At least I didn't say he would be designated for assignment. Hoskins. That's what the comment says.
Yeah, my bold prediction in a shortened season. My bold prediction in a shortened season is Aaron Nola will win the Cy Young.
Ooh, okay. That's bold.
With football action from Aaron Nola.
That's bold.
A little different. People are talking about stuff outside the season, so I wanted to again bring a little positivity tonight. Sports are coming back.
I got a question for everybody here. So
there's no way he hit 40 home runs in 60 games. By the way,
no,
that's no chance in hell.
No,
I would be shocked if someone hit 25.
1.5 home runs a game.
My bold prediction is 25.
Juice up, baby.
25 would be something if someone hits 25.
That's my bold prediction. Is Bryce hits 25.
25 would be a lot, real lot.
Yeah, from
20 is a real lot.
Yeah, a lot of fantasy people were looking at 15 as his projected home run total, but I'm going to take the over on that. Yeah.
If he gets over 15, though, that's solid. Because that's one every 4 games.
But you got to expect him to get hot. He's going to have a stretch where he hits a bunch in a row. So that's why.
He hits a bunch in a row off the fucking bat.
Yeah, be nice.
Let's go. This I don't know if you guys saw, there was an article on MLB.com about the Joe Dillon, like the hitting techniques that he uses.
Yep.
Speed up the bat and keep moving closer to the pitching machine. It's pretty. It's a fun read. It's a little strange, but
hopefully
maybe it'll work.
Hopefully Rhys can take some notes.
All stuff watched.
Listen, Rhys had a terrible second half, guys, but this happens to guys. I know it was like one of the worst second halves.
It can't happen this year, though, Wilson.
No,
Can't happen
absolutely.
this year.
I agree. But I'm saying everyone's jumping off. Okay, let's not jump off. Okay, calm down, everybody. Guys have bad fucking halves. It happens. Calm down.
Well, Will, so I'll ask you, if he does struggle again, do you think it's outlandish to say that he's not going to be on the roster?
Yes, because the 60-game thing doesn't matter to me. If he struggles during this and then he has a bad year next year, I agree that he won't be here anymore. But no, I don't think that anyone really gets judged too strongly off this 60 games.
Oh.
I don't think anybody does.
And the other thing too is he's going into year one.
It's too tough too.
Of his
It's such a small
arbitration.
sample.
And if he's coming off of 2 consecutive down years, he's not going to be asking for a buttload of money. So he's still going to be fairly cheap, going back to, the theory earlier of we need these guys to start panning out for, kind of to keep the payroll balanced.
It's just tough because I look at it and obviously they're high on Bohm and I actually think Segura is going to actually be a really solid player for us this year. To where everyone's talking about, Segura getting traded and Bohm playing third, say my whole kind of scenario is
his swing's too long right now. We're in the play every day.
Bohm.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't look that great right now. He looks like he needs more time.
Well, he looks like he's facing professional pitching for the first time. Is what it looks like.
Everybody's pitching in on his hands.
Yeah, everyone's busting him in.
It's like
to your point, Rhys, Segura ain't going nowhere. He's in great shape. He came in great shape. The guy's
Bob's
professional.
not going to play a whole lot. He might get some at-bats, but he ain't
Guy's
going
a
to play.
professional hitter, always has been. Under Girardi, I think Segura rakes. I think Didi rakes. I think Harper rakes. I think McCutchen rakes. So I think and JT, I think them guys are going to hit. So, now the other guys had this Kingery hit. Enough. This Hoskins hit. This Hazley hit. So they're the ones that you want to step up.
Yep.
The one thing I'll say to Daly, and I'm not saying you're doing this, let's not try to compare Bryce's down first half of the year to Rhys's down half of the year. Like, let's not do
But I will say, to Daly's point, though, is that Rhys had a very good first half, though. It's got overshadowed by the abnormally bad second half he had, obviously. But he had a very good first half. So
No,
I'm not ready to throw Rhys away yet. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not ready to throw him away yet either. I need him to hit.
Rhys can be a very good player, and we need him to hit. Absolutely.
Yep.
We need him to hit.
He gets hot like he did, through that stretch before. If he gets hot like that stretch before, that can carry us to a freaking playoffs, into the playoffs. Honestly, if Harper, Hoskins, and Realmuto all hot, they can literally carry us into the playoffs.
Wish we could score 7 runs a game.
Well, and especially when you're the cleanup hitter and your first 3 batters in the lineup are known for getting on base. I mean, he should have a ton of RBIs in these 60 games as well, too.
Yep.
Rhys Hoskins.
Absolutely, Ralph.
This team should hit is the pitching enough, and that's
and make me talk about last week too, Tommy. It comes down to the bullpen too for the pitching, right? Your back end.
That's the question. Will Matt Quintak, if this team's in it in a shortened season, make a move if needed for pen arms?
No,
right.
Well, does he have something between his legs to make a big move if needed?
Go get something.
Who do you deal? Who do you deal?
For this baseball team?
Who do you deal?
I don't know. I mean,
Hopkins.
some prospects. Well,
That's why. I mean, I know who they're going to want. I'm saying, who do you deal then? Who are you?
Well, it depends on the player. Who am I getting? I don't know.
Well, obviously, you're going after the biggest fish, right? You're going after the biggest relief pitcher that's available.
I don't know.
Could it be one of these guys? Could it be?
I mean, they're going to want Bomb. That's what they're going to want.
Okay, bye.
Can you try to trade them? Can you try to flip them to maybe the guy that we just took?
I mean, as long as the guy's under 28 years old, I'll trade for him, and he's lights out.
I'd be willing to trade Bomb for the right price.
Yeah, I think, and it would fit if it was an American League team. Yeah, I could see that. I would do it in 2 seconds if it's a legitimate guy, because again,
he's got to be a stud. That's no question there.
Could one of the 2 guys that Gavin brought up, could one of them end up being I don't want to call them trade pieces, but just because you have 2 of them.
Yeah.
Quinn or Hazley?
Yeah, I can see where I'm going. Especially if Quinn can't stay injured. I mean, This is a big year for Roman Quinn
Well, then
too.
why would he go? No one's going to want him if he can't stay in.
No,
Yeah,
I'm going off.
If he can't stay healthy, he might just not be on
Why
the
are
team.
you guys saying
Yeah.
can't stay injured? Can't
Yeah.
stay healthy. This is a
No,
correct.
you're right, Ralph. Though if he can't stay healthy, he might just not be on this team ever.
Yeah.
Really.
Greg followed Ralph.
I will say this though, like we were saying this Sunday, but to whoever wasn't tuned in Sunday, I'll throw it out there too. Like a couple things though about this weird little 60-game season that really work in our favor is the DH obviously for the NL, and we have guys on the bench like Jay Bruce who are a damn good hitter that we could fill in for the DH spot, and the fact that you have to throw a lefty now has to face 3 batters or a relief pitcher has to face 3 batters.
Huge.
It's huge for us because we see situational lefties constantly. Bryce does, and we don't even have any fucking lefties, so it doesn't hurt us. So,
Yeah.
Real quick,
a couple little things that help us a little bit.
Our
Real
starting
quick.
rotation is all righties still, right? We don't even have a lefty in the,
Yeah,
in
we
the
don't have a lefty.
rotation.
We got no lefties. Adam Morgan, if healthy, is out there.
Oh,
That's about it.
man.
And Ranger.
Yeah, Raymond's a big fan of the show, though, so be careful. Frank, bold prediction, and then I got a question for you guys. And then after the question, I want to circle back to the NBA real quick, and then we'll continue to move.
See, my bold prediction. I mean, we talked about Spencer Howard. I think Spencer Howard's going to get a start.
In the starting rotation?
Yeah, at some point
There
during
you
the
go.
season.
Who do
There
you
you
guys? Okay, so in this scenario, because I think we're all kind of in the same wagon, we think that's coming. Who's the odd man out? Who do you guys?
Vinny
To me, it's
V.
to me, it's
Vinny V.
Eflin.
Vinny
To me, it's
V.
Eflin.
Vince in the pen.
Vinny
Yeah.
V
I
is
think
gone.
Vinny's going to surprise you guys a little bit.
Hey, we've been saying it for 5 years. He might surprise us this year. He might surprise Still can't get past the second inning. Okay, Wills? All right?
After he
So,
struck out 16 in
until-
2015, and I remember it.
Right. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's our new ace, right, after those 16 strikeouts. Hasn't been
I
the same
remember the
guy.
show after that. It was a big. We were happy. We were happy.
Hasn't been the same guy. So my pick is going to be Vinny V, right?
Gotcha.
I'm going Eflin. Eflin for me.
Greg?
I'll go with Vinny V. I'll go with Vinny V. Just
There you
knowing
go,
from the
Frank.
knowing the history of Vinny V, I really hope he turns it around. I know they got a new pitching coach in Brian Price. I hope he turns it around, but looking at past performances, I think Vinny V might be the first guy to go.
I just think you're better off in the pen, but that's just my opinion.
Throw your own speed for strikes, Vinny. You'll be fine.
Where do you guys? Think? Oh, go ahead, Greg. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, I agree. It's Vinny. I think he's better for the pen, regardless of how he does in the rotation. Wills Eflin is a guy that could be there. I hope and I think that he has a good year, so I don't think it's going to be him.
So
I will. Sorry.
No. Go ahead, Wills.
I have one question though for everyone, real quick. Who emerges as like our 7th inning guy? Who's going to be that guy, or if Wheeler and Noah are pitching our 8th inning guy, the guy before Neris. Who's going to emerge to be that guy for us? That's what I want to know.
The crazy thing is going to probably have to be like Adam Morgan.
That's
what I'm thinking. Adam Morgan or maybe a young guy steps up.
Yeah.
Who else?
I like that kid Brogdon. I'm not going to lie to you. I like his stuff.
Malcolm Brogdon plays baseball?
No, not Malcolm. Check him out though. He's got good stuff, Greg.
What about Nick Pivetta?
What are we even going to get from Nick Pivetta is what I want to know.
That's my question. I have no freaking idea. I feel like we have a better
Last year he was putting the ball in a fucking tee, so I don't know.
Well, he's in the bullpen now, correct? He's in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
in
Piveta's in the bullpen. Yeah.
So maybe
he seems like the stretch guy in the pen. Like if somebody has a bad start, he's the one comes in, throws 3 innings.
So he'll be the artist formerly known as Adam Morgan then.
Yeah.
Correct.
Gotcha.
They waste them.
Oh, Brian says Tommy Hunter.
See, Tommy Hunter is another good name. That's a good name, Dales.
He just never.
What are we going to get from Tommy Hunter? What are we going to get from Tommy Hunter?
He's got to stay healthy, though.
What's he throwing? 9 innings as a Philly? Fucking pile of shit just collecting cash.
We will have a Myers 2007 end up as our closer. Good Lord.
I mean, that means that Neris is struggling, so hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah.
You want to say 8th inning guy?
We need Hector to be shut down, by the way. I mean, that's fact. I feel like we all agree that we're going to hit and we should have some leads. Hector, and we don't really know how our 7th and 8th are going to be, so Hector has to be shut down in the 9th.
You know what's
It's one thing that we really haven't said. He has to be.
I'll say this: in a 60-game season, you can't give up games, right? So
Absolutely.
No, you're right.
to shut the door down when you have the opportunity to win baseball games. Every
You're
game is
absolutely right.
magnified, right? In a 60-game or so, a little bit more important each game is than it is in 162.
Jay says Ranger Suarez in that role.
Yeah, Roger
Is he back with the team yet, or?
I think he may have just got back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matthew Spills.
I know he had the COVID.
Yeah.
Robertson,
I think he's all good.
Robertson's out forever. He'll never
Yeah.
be a Philly. He'll be
Yeah,
out
who
forever.
knows what's going on with him,
He's
dude.
done being a Philly.
I think he's
he was a
done.
Philly for 5 games.
Another guy that's sitting down in.
I ain't talking about a guy that hasn't played the first weekend of last year and gets his doors blown off, and now all of a sudden he can't pitch anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grow up, Peter Pan, you stink. Okay.
This happens to us all the time. We bring in a veteran relief pitcher, and they're like, "This guy's been great his whole career." As soon as he gets here, fucking stinks.
Yeah.
Stinks. Last guy I remember like that is like Oogie Urbina. Then he started chopping people up and setting them on fire.
Started killing
Eddie Garcia, I remember.
killed his lawn crew. You know what I mean? Chopped up the people doing his lawn. Guy just trying to weed whack ends up freaking getting chopped up by probably his own damn weed whacker. I mean, there was shit going on there.
I think it was a machete.
Machete / weed whacker / anything you probably could find. It wasn't a. I don't think it was a one trick pony in terms of what he was
He definitely
slicing.
tried setting them on fire afterwards too.
Yeah, there were some things.
Fucking machete
Gasoline
Phil.
talk. Yeah, gasoline talk. I mean, there was shit.
Will, to your question from earlier, the thing that sucks is if the injury bug didn't hurt us and this guy actually got surgery when we hoped he would, the answer to your question, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Yeah, you would think.
But he
No,
still
but
hasn't
another
gotten the
guy-
surgery.
Another guy we won't have on the back end of the
Yeah.
bullpen.
Nope.
The
I
list
just can't
goes
believe he
on and
still hasn't
on.
gotten the surgery. We've been talking about surgery with this
Yeah.
guy for 2 years. He still hasn't gotten it. What does he think he is, Cliff Lee? You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's going to get the surgery. He's going to get the surgery.
We're really going to count on Adam Morgan. I mean, we really are. Adam Morgan's going to be a big piece for us.
That's
Just
fine.
it's a big
It's
favor.
scary. It's
Because
scary,
he's
but-
the only one.
It's scary, but he seemed like he was turning a corner before he got hurt last year. Though he was starting to pitch pretty well out of the pen. Now I'm
He can throw the righties.
I'm gonna hope that that's true. I'm gonna hope that that's true because we need it to be. We really do. He's gonna be our main lefty on the whole fucking team.
So I found it real quick. I found an article of 11 bold predictions for the 2020 Phillies. So us in here in the fam at home, we'll do a quick agree or disagree.
Yeah, I love
with
it.
their- So
And then
the
I got a
first,
question for you guys about the 16-team playoff for Major League Baseball that needs to be voted on by tomorrow. And I want to know if you guys are for or against it. So we'll get in that after Rye runs us through this one.
so the first one is Bryce Harper will finish he'll finish second in the NL MVP voting.
I can't now. I don't know. That's tough with Mookie Betts here now.
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree with that.
I disagree.
Disagree.
Agree.
I agree. If I haven't hit 25 bombs
Yeah.
in 60 games,
I gotta say,
he's in there.
agree.
Number 2, Zach Wheeler.
We got to
will
be good for that to be agree. By the way,
Zach Wheeler will be a disappointment in year 1.
Agree,
I
because we all know how this does. We all know how we saw this movie before.
He doesn't have to be the one, Ralph. So it's a different situation.
Yeah, I know.
I
know. I'm
disagree.
busting balls.
This
I know
is
you-
the
I'm
area.
gonna disagree. I happen to really like Zach
Disagree.
Wheeler. I even did when he stunk on the Mets 5 years ago. So I disagree.
Number 3, I think I know the answer to this. Spencer Howard will prove to be the real deal.
Damn it.
Agree.
I'm 50-50
I'll
on this,
agree.
but I do think that he's going to get time. So I'll agree.
Agree.
Number 4, Rhys Hoskins. The doubts surrounding Rhys Hoskins will continue to grow. By September, he'll be sitting out big baseball games.
Disagree.
Disagree.
Disagree. I'm sorry. I'm not as high on him.
Greg, I see you.
Disagree.
Greg?
No, I disagree. I just
Who's playing?
I'm on the same wavelength. Well, that's part of it. Are you really going to play Neil Walker over Rhys
Grow up.
Hoskins?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it right now. That's what it comes down to. So I'd rather live and die with Rhys than. I mean, who's playing? I mean, I guess you could just throw anybody DH in now, but
Number 5, the Adam Hazley, Roman Quinn center field situation will end up working quite well.
Agree.
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 I think one of them's going to win the job and get the most time.
Yeah.
But I'll say
Who do
great.
you
I'll say
think,
great.
Wills? You think
I think
Hainsey
Quinn.
does, though?
I think Quinn.
Oh, okay.
If Quinn's healthy, he's better right now because
Yes.
the speed.
I just think Hazley
There's
just
more
looks like a
speed.
guy right now to me.
Yeah.
He hasn't, and he's still very young. He can get better. Don't get me wrong.
He's a bench player.
He
He's a
just looks
solid
like a guy to
bench
me
player.
right now.
Yeah, he's a bench player right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
He's
Hazley has high upside though. I mean,
good. But
Yeah.
see, to me, they're both very good defensive center fielders. So it depends who hits.
Yeah.
Agreed. I think they're both going to spoil a lot of time. Honestly.
Well, Joe did say that if one starts hitting or like outplaying, then they'll probably get the time. Or the majority of the time.
But at the beginning, I think they're going to both get time.
Oh,
and then
they're definitely going to get time early each. Yeah.
Could we see? I don't want to compare it to what they did with Burrell, but
Real quick,
like,
Hazley can play left too for McCutcheon at times. So there's
that's
a lot.
exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to happen too for sure. Because he said they're going to switch to DH a bunch.
Yeah, they're going to give guys some days off their legs a little bit in the field. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, there's only like 4 off days, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's a sprint.
60 days and 64.
Yeah.
60 games and 64 days.
Six.
So you got to
66.
Okay.
And if they're
So
not
still,
starting
you got to roll
with-
through.
And if they're not starting left field, you could see the thing that they did with Burrow, to where they take out McCutcheon in the 7th, for example, and they put in one of the kits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's definitely going to happen.
Okay, I agree with that. Number 6, Greg, you're not going to be happy
Hazley
with
or
this.
Quinn is definitely a defensive replacement in almost every game that we're winning.
Whoa, what's this? Met Stroman out for the season? What?
See?
Hold on.
What?
Yeah, I'll look that up.
Well, I might need to change my my predictions. If that's
He
the case.
is week to week with a calf injury. Will not require surgery, repairs calf tear. It is a week to week prep position.
So not out for the season,
he
but not
will-
looking good.
Sounds
He will
like
miss
it,
start-
yeah.
He will miss the start of the shortened season.
What happened to him?
He has
Calf
a torn
strain.
calf muscle.
No,
So
I'm saying,
basic-
like, do they know how it was in practice? I'm guessing.
I
Yeah, I
guess.
guess so.
Probably, yeah.
Isn't that
He
what
fell
Katie-
off the
isn't that-
boat dock.
Well, I didn't know if it was like a lawnmower or something. Like, you know what I
We
mean?
never know. You never
Isn't that
know.
what
Yeah.
Katie- isn't that what Katie had?
Or a
Katie had
machete
that, right?
for Muguth.
Or a guitar here like Joel Zumaya.
Next one, Rye.
Greg, you're not gonna be a fan of this. Zach Eflin will lose his spot in the rotation.
Agree.
Agree.
Well, no, you know what? You know
I
what? I
disagree.
disagree.
You guys all said Vinny, so you should all
Yeah, I disagree.
I said F.
All right, disagree. Whatever. It's gonna be Vinny or Eflin. It's gonna lose their spot.
No,
So
I think
whatever.
it's Eflin. I think it's Eflin.
I think it's F1 too.
110%. Tom's going with.
Yep, 110%. It's Velasquez.
Okay.
Yes, agree.
Tom wrong again. Shocker.
Well, here you go. Number 7. Vince Velasquez and Nick Pivetta end up being solid bullpen arms.
I'll agree with that one.
Yeah, I
Disagree.
agree because I had Vinny go to the bullpen, so agree with that. Yes, I
Disagree.
agree.
This might cause a stir. Number 8. JT Realmuto trade rumors will emerge.
Oh, Jesus, disagree.
I hope
Disagree.
I disagree. Disagree.
Disagree big time. When your star player is wearing the guy's jersey and shit, there ain't a shot in the hell that they don't get a deal done, okay? You understand this? A shot in the hell that a deal is not done with JT Realmuto. I'm
It's only
tired
if we
of hearing
stink,
about it.
Tom.
You,
This isn't
you,
about
you
It's
hope.
only if we're not good.
You just gotta hope so, Tommy.
No, shut up. I'm tired of hearing about it on social media. There is zero shot that JT Realmuto is not a Philly moving forward in his career. Zero. Zilch. None.
Mark this.
Write it down. There's
Mark.
zero shot they don't get a deal done. When your star player is clamoring for him, and he's here for another, how many years? 12? Okay?
Yeah,
JT will be here, boys. That's all.
I
hope
agree,
he
but
is.
Tom, I will say
hope
though,
he
hold
is.
on. But the question though was that the trade rumors will heat up. If we're not playing good ball, a lot of people are going to be talking about trying to trade for JT.
Like
Realmuto.
this,
That's all I'm saying.
This says the
Disagree.
this says
Other guys will get dealt then. He is not getting dealt.
This is only if we're not playing well.
Matt Quinton would get choked down in his own office.
By Harper.
Applebaum 2.0, but Harper chokes Quinton. That's what happens there.
wow.
Papelbon comes out of
Away.
Papelbon comes out of nowhere. and starts choking
Off the
Quinton.
top rope, Papelbon comes in.
With an elbow. I hate you too, Quinton.
I love it.
Do you guys agree with the comment at the bottom? I would rather have JT walk than have him around for 10 years.
No, because I can DH him.
Yeah, I don't think we'd give him 10 though. I wouldn't give him 10.
Oh, he's not
10
Mookie
years.
Betts. Let's
He's
come to
30. He's 29. He'd be 39 at that point.
It's not Mookie Betts.
Can we
He's
give him
getting a
7
6-year
though?
deal.
Can
He's
we
getting a
give him
6-year deal.
I would love to give him 6. I'll give him whatever he wants for 6 years.
Six.
Seriously, whatever the fuck he wants.
Listen, all the cigar money hasn't gone down during the pandemic, so
150 gets it done.
that's fine.
Got prices.
Yeah, got prices.
Send,
Got
send,
props over here.
send that in a fax to friggin' Clintac. You might need to send that in writing.
Guys got props.
Yeah. Yeah, and this has the Tampa Bay Rays being a suitor for JT Realmuto. I can only imagine if
No
that
shot.
happens.
Who said that? This article?
Yeah, the article. Yeah.
Oh my God, he should punch himself in the face. Yeah, the small market team's gonna overpay for him.
Hey, we can get your boy Blake Snell.
Give me Blake Snell and Austin
Hey!
Meadows. Or Austin Meadows.
Still waiting on that call, huh, Tommy? Still waiting on that phone to ring, aren't you?
Gate. I don't wait for no fucking phone in the ring. So go ahead. Next one.
Number 9. The bullpen will be this team's undoing, as well as Matt Clintac's decisions at the trade deadline.
Agree.
Agreed.
Agree.
Unfortunately, I'm probably going to agree to that. Which
That
this
is
is
a check.
I'll just disagree because I think they make the playoffs. So they got to go right back.
I do think we're going to make the playoffs.
You're right. So I think the bullpen is going to maybe surprise us a tiny bit. Hopefully, I'm just praying now. So just
Yeah.
But if we don't make the playoffs, that's probably exactly how we don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Both reasons.
we don't.
Bullpen- Oh,
The
yeah,
last, the
yeah.
last, the last week
Nail
of
on the
season.
head for both.
The biggest
It would be such a Philadelphia thing, right? The last week of the season, everything's going right, then the bullpen just decides to blow up.
Yeah.
the biggest crystal ball of all time, right? There's no bigger crystal ball than the bullpen blowing up and Clintac not getting the job done. I mean, the crystal ball.
It's setting up. The story's all set up to where it's going to come down to the final game, and we're going to be up by 3 runs heading into the 9th, and the bullpen's going to blow it.
Naris gives off freaking back to
There's
back.
kids up a grand slam.
You go to the palm reader and you're like, oh yeah, I see something in your future. The bullpen's gonna blow. Yeah,
No,
thanks.
great.
Good call.
I drive straight off the
Leo.
wall at that point. Right off. What happened to Wills? Right off the wall.
Fucking bullpen. The fucking bullpen.
Wills, would this be before or after you're celebrating in the street after Ben Simmons hits the 3s? Would this be before or after?
If he's okay, I may have gone a little too far on that earlier, but
It's on tape.
if he's hitting 3 threes a game, I mean, there's not much I wouldn't do. That's all I'm saying.
Retract.
Fair. That's fair.
I'm just saying because I feel like I'd get arrested for that. Okay.
I feel like that's like a lock that you would. Like I don't even know if that's like an inkling. I feel like you
Yeah,
would.
and I think it's probably like some sort of sexual predator charge, and I don't need anything.
It's
I don't need
nothing
anything
good.
like
I
I
can.
don't need anything like that on my resume here. So,
Yeah.
I'll try to keep
number-
it inside. I'll try to keep it inside.
Number 10. This is actually their, and this goes right in.
Love to have you inside. Yep, keep it in there.
Yeah, we
Down,
all
boy.
appreciate it.
Down, boy.
Yep. This is actually their record prediction, so it kind of can be a segue into ours if you guys want to do a quick one.
Love it.
Yeah.
They're doing theirs is the Mets win the division.
Who
At
is
30,
this?
they're 34-26.
Oh, that's my number though. That's my number. 34-26 wins the division.
The Mets aren't good enough to win this division.
No, I agree with that,
If
Tommy.
Syndergaard was healthy, I would say it's close, but I think it's going to.
The
But now
pitching is
Stroman
not
and
healthy. The
Syndergaard,
pitching isn't healthy.
Yeah.
Stroman and Syndergaard, they're not good enough
Yeah,
for that.
they're-
No,
I agree. They have the Braves finishing second, 1 game back with 33 wins. They have the Phils finishing third with 32 wins, so they got a logjam.
So we'd be 2 back.
The Nationals with 31 wins,
Holy
and the
shit,
Marlins.
So
all
everyone's
the way-
just there.
and the Marlins all the way at 24 wins.
Wow, I'm surprised it's not
Generous.
10.
I did see it, which is good. Of our first 13 games, 6 are against the Marlins. So we better not be like last
Is
few
that good
years.
though, or is that good?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We better not be like the last few years where the Marlins have beaten us.
Yeah, but
They
here's the
always
thing,
beat
Greg.
us.
Greg, the other thing is the other 4 are against the Yankees. Like that's the.
But
that's
we get them out of the way early.
We get them first, though. We get them first, though.
Yeah,
I'll
and that's
take
the
that.
only time we play them. So that's cool.
Yeah, I'll take that. And that's why when the schedule released, I actually loved it because you get the Yankees first, and you don't have to deal with them at the end of the schedule or even in the middle when you're fighting for a playoff spot.
Exactly, and you rather get them early when the bats aren't really hot yet. You know what I'm saying?
They're
just starting because let's be honest, the Yankees bats scare you more than anything.
Oh.
The pitching, I don't even know. Their bullpen's filthy. I know that. But
when Tanaka comes back, I feel like it, and their bullpen's so good. You know what I'm saying?
Bullpen's filthy. That's for sure.
Yeah. So it's almost like I don't want to say they're starting pitching.
No Chapman right now either. You're not going to see Chapman right away either.
No Chapman. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's not.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
But they still have Ottavino and the other lefty that are both filthy.
No, absolutely. But it's nice.
The Yankees still have Zach Britton, right?
Britton,
yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
Nice not to have to
Britton and Ottavino.
You're absolutely right, Tom. No Chapman's nice.
It's nice not to have to see one. There's less options.
Britton, Ottavino, Chapman is like you got 6-inning games.
It's like they have a pitching factory up here while the Philadelphia has a quarterback factory.
Yeah.
I mean, right now they have a whole baseball factory because all they do is draft well.
It's true. Yep. And they just spend. They actually act like a big time market, unlike our general manager. But
they print fucking money as well, though. So you got to factor that in.
No, I do. I understand. Still hate them though. Doesn't take anything away.
Now, quick question. Quick question. I know that the Blue Jays got denied. They're not allowed to go in Pittsburgh, and we play the Blue Jays. So I mean, if the Blue Jay season doesn't happen, do we get the free wins?
6 times. No, they're going to play.
Do we get the free 6?
They'll come here. They'll come here.
They're going to either play in Washington or Baltimore.
Yeah. I know. I was just thinking about it.
I'm just saying
free 6 wins. You don't have to play this year.
I mean, if that's how we want to run it, I'm down with that. Like, we'll take it.
But the thing that sucks is, Ralphie, if that's the case, the Braves are getting free 6 wins.
I know. Yeah.
No, because that's not true, Brodo. That's not true. Because see,
play as many times.
You only play one team in the East 6 times, and we happen to be the one that plays them 6 times. So, maybe somebody else does, but I doubt they do. I think it's all switched.
Ralphie, I'm rooting for your scenario. We're winning the division.
I gotta call up MLB.
They would probably play him 4 times, so we get an extra 2 wins out of it.
Yeah,
that could be the bubble.
That's a difference maker.
It's a big win.
Difference
Those are 2 big wins.
if that breakdown of the records, that's a tie for first place.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yep.
And the bullpen will still blow it.
I don't think there's any chance that there's not a tiebreaker this year. Because of the 60 game, I guarantee you one of the divisions is tied after 60 games.
I'll guarantee you 2 of them. I'll guarantee 2.
Yeah. So I'll ask you guys then, as kind of, and because people in the chat are giving them, who do you guys have? How do you guys have the division finishing record wise?
I have the Phillies finishing 34-26. That's what I have the Phillies finishing. I think that we're going to finish second, though. I think the Braves are going to win 35.
I'm right with you, Wilson. I'm right with you. I just think how the Braves are set up, I just think they're still a better ball club than we are. So I got the Braves first, Phillies second, Nats third, Mets fourth, then Marlins fifth.
I have the same, Ralph. I'm right with you. And I have the same as well. I had the Nats with around 32 to 33 wins,
and especially that
Mets about 500.
You can flip flop the Nats, or the Mets, in the standings. But just the Stroman news with the whole calf injury and stuff like that, you're not having them for the first, 2 weeks so far right now. That's a big hit for their rotation.
That's a quarter of the season.
Yeah, I got the Braves winning it, but I got the Phillies. I got the Phillies winning 36 games. I got the Braves winning 37 or 38. So I saw the Phillies as the playoff team.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did you
have a lot of wins playing the AL East?
Didn't you have the Phillies winning the East on Sunday?
I may have.
Old flip.
I thought no. I just thought maybe you did because that's where I had. I flip flop my top 2. My Phillies Braves, and then I agree with everybody else with the bottom with Washington Mets. Marlins.
You laughing, Wells? Because
I am.
All right, that's funny. I didn't remember.
I was laughing at Greg. I felt like Greg totally just schooled you right there.
No. I wasn't trying to.
It came off spectacular, so you should have been telling like you.
Everything comes off spectacular to an idiot like yourself. So of course it does.
Sunday you have the Phillies. Today you have the Braves. I mean, what is it, Tom?
I had the Phillies making the playoffs, Ralph. I think that's all that really matters, right? I didn't waver on them being a playoff team. I just couldn't remember if I didn't win the division or not, if I had the Braves, because I like the Braves a lot. So I might have the Phillies.
Braves are damn good.
To me, the Phillies or the Braves are going to win this division. You know what I mean? Gun to my head, I'm not 100% sure on which one. But if you put a shotgun to my head, though, I would probably hard pressed not to pick the Braves. But I just got a weird feeling about the Phillies. I think we're good enough. I truly do. I think we're going to hit enough. I think what having Wheeler is so important, where we didn't know, and I think Noah's going to deal.
Yep.
I think Noah's going to deal, and I think Girardi's the X factor. I think he's the best coach in this division, and I think at the end of the day, that can come be in our favor to help us win this division. If we do, or at least be a playoff team at worst. So that's where I have us at. I have us as a playoff team. So I don't.
I've got
one day if they win a division, I might say yes, and then Wednesday might say no, but they're still a playoff team. And then if you ask me Friday morning, I might tell you the Phillies are winning the division. The Braves are the other playoff team. Either way, I mean, you guys flip flop teams. Oh, you can flip flop the Mets or Nationals. Well, why can't I flip flop the Braves or Phillies?
If they're both talking your way into a flip flop's okay right here.
No. Answer the question. Answer the question. If you have two teams,
I agree with
that. You never shut up and let people finish. If you can flip flop the Nats and the Mets not making the playoffs, either or 3-4 doesn't matter. Then why can't I flip flop the Braves or Phillies winning the division?
Who did that?
Both of you and Ralph did it.
No, he didn't. No, I didn't do that at all.
Oh my God!
Ralph might have done that. I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did. I totally agree with you, Ralph. So
I said I think that the Nats are third and the Mets are fourth. I agree with that.
Well, he said, "Well, you can interchange them," and you agree with that.
I didn't agree with that part. My agree was out before that came out.
Nah, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Oh, yes, it was. We can go back and check tape.
Listen, a flip flop would be they're not a playoff team. A flip flop isn't like,
I just love how you talk your way into the football. That's all. It's amazing.
I talk my way into it.
It's incredible. You're the king of yelling at people for flip flopping. You did it, and then you talked into it being okay. That's what just happened.
I didn't talk nothing to being okay. It's factual. I tell you all the time how much I like the Braves. So what the hell else I got to say? I mean, I'm the most honest guy about the freaking chop in the country, and I hate it. But I love their players. What do you want me to tell you? So it's always interchangeable to me. But I think the Phillies are good enough now to win this division. But I still think it's the Braves until they beat them. I mean, I don't know if that's a flip-flop. That's just fair. I told you what I could do. Every other day, I could have one of them winning it, but both are playoff teams. That's all that freaking matters, Wills. Are they going to the dance? Yes. Do they have a shot? Yes. Are you for or against 16 teams making the playoffs? I'm for it.
I'll tell you this. I'm torn on that because it kind of takes a little luster away from the season. But if they do 16 teams make the playoffs, I think the Phillies definitely make the playoffs. So then I guess I'm for it.
I'm absolutely for that reason.
What are the details? What are the details? Is it 8 from each side or just the top 16 in general?
Well, I don't think they're going to do.
They won't vote for it
10 from one side and 6 on the other. That'd be a little strange.
Yeah, they won't vote for it like that. Lock in.
Yeah, I guess
you're voting for that. You're voting for that. Hold on. No. Let the school one go the other way. Let the teacher now jump in. You're voting for that?
I was asking what the details were because I didn't see
the
update.
I understand that. I'm asking you would vote for that as a player. Real life, you're voting for 8 and 6.
No, absolutely not.
Or whatever the hell it is.
10 and 6.
10 and 6.
Or just best record regardless of
top 16.
Regardless of AL or NL.
No, I'm just asking you.
I'm not voting for it.
Okay, yeah, me either. I couldn't vote for that.
They wouldn't vote for it.
Because you have a locked game of fucking AL East.
I was trying to think if they earlier before we started the show. I was trying to think if they could do it
the whole division
top 2 from each, but then it doesn't really work. So it has to be if they did it would have to be the 3 division winners, and then it's the next 5 best teams. Has to be.
Yeah.
I've got the Braves winning at 36. Phil's coming in second at 34.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, Ryan. I thought you went already.
No, you're good. You're good.
Frank, did you go?
Go ahead,
I agree with Ralph, but not to the flip flop.
No flip flop gate.
Well done. Yes.
Agree.
Yes, Ryan.
I wouldn't.
That's Ryan.
I wouldn't.
Oh, here, you grow up, dude.
I would. You want to know why I wouldn't? Because I think that JT's that much better of any other catcher that we have, and I think that Kingery isn't that worse of a player than Ozzie Albies.
You don't like Andrew Knapp, though?
But Ozzie Albies is 22. Kingery's 28.
24?
28.
He's not 28, is he?
Yes, he is.
Is he 28?
27.
And JT's 29.
Kingery's still young.
You're an issue, you homer bastard. How do you not?
26, sorry.
26, Greg. Calm down over there.
My bad.
I know he wasn't 28. Calm down.
Okay, then listen, he can play somewhere else then because I don't pass up on Ozzie Albies. I just can't pass
So
up.
we're throwing the best catcher in the league away then, and we're giving him to our rival.
Okay, and who are we getting in return?
They'll never trade Ozzie Albies to us, by the way.
Exactly. That's why I would take him.
But I wouldn't trade JT Realmuto to them. So
Eddie's on a great contract too. Ozzie Albies is on a steal of a contract.
yeah, phenomenal. Him and Acuna, great deals. But
It'll help
the
our
problem is
payroll.
when they're done, they're probably going to go somewhere else, though.
I got
what is it,
one for you.
8-year deals?
Would you
Something like
trade? Would you do this? Because this isn't realistic at all, but it's just fun, right? Would you trade Harper Realmuto for Albies Acuna? Yes, but go ahead. Would you guys do it? Yes, absolutely. In a heartbeat.
I wouldn't do it.
I
I love Acuna. I'd probably do it just because I love Acuna. Because I think he's going to be so good.
I would
But-
just because they're not getting paid anything, and then you could put all your money into pitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, but guess what, though? The way they sign those deals makes me think that they're going to go leave and play in, like, L.A. or some shit when they're 28. Because then don't both their deals end when they're 28?
Yeah, that's why
So
they
that
signed
scares
so
me
early.
about them a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. That scares me a little bit.
How old are they
Harper's
now?
locked up for the rest of his life.
How old are they now?
Ozzy's just 23.
They're 22, and Acuna's 21, I think. Or 23 and 22.
What
Either
about
way.
7 years from now? I can win 3 titles in 7 years. I'm
I'm
going.
worried about
It's
7
5
years.
from now.
I don't even know
5
if we're going to be
Six
around in
years.
7 years. I don't even know if we're going to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Who, like as humans or
Yeah, there's
like
a pandemic going around. We don't know what's next. Aliens. We have no idea what's in store for
Oh my
2020.
God! Would you stop?
But
Ozzy,
what I'll tell you is, if you don't do that deal, you're the biggest jackass of all time. I mean, that deal is
true.
self-explanatory.
That's not true.
I'll drive him. I'll drive him.
Ozzy Albies was he was not as good last year as he was as a rookie. I'm
You
not
make the deal
sold
on
on
Acuna
Ozzy Albies
alone,
as a
Wells.
superstar.
Wills, you make the deal.
The Acuna one. All right.
You have to make the deal on Acuna
But I
alone.
have to know that they're going to be locked up forever here. That's my thing. I
No,
don't
it
want them
doesn't.
leaving in 5 years.
Ozzy becomes a free agent at 2028 when he's 30 after his 30-year-old season.
Done.
Okay, so that's a little longer than I thought.
And what's Acuna's? Acuna's is a
I
lot.
like the same, right? They're like both 28 or 20. I thought it was like 28,
Yeah,
29.
they're right. They're right.
Acuna hits the mark at the same time, 2028 after this 30-year-old season.
Well, no, he's a year younger than Albies. So
29.
29.
Yeah,
What
but
car
still,
are
you're
we
right.
getting? Are we getting RV?
No,
Because I'll just.
I'm looking at his contract. He's 2028 and he'll be 30 years old.
Oh, will he?
Yeah.
I thought he was. So what's he now? So he's 22?
He's 22.
Okay.
Yeah, I make that trade
I
in a
thought he
heartbeat.
was younger.
Yeah.
Heartbeat. Sign me up.
In the party bus if you want to.
We can party.
Gavin
I don't know.
Harris.
I don't know if I do.
It's crazy. He's only making $1 million this year off of base salary.
You're not making that deal. Wow.
I
Wow.
probably do.
Harper's what? 20, 28, 29 right now?
27.
Yeah,
27,
27.
Harper is.
Okay.
27.
If we made that deal, then everything. Then
Harper's
we're,
still
not,
incredibly young considering how long he's been fucking in the
Yeah,
league.
still really young.
then we're. I
insane.
mean, we're not nearly as desperate. I mean, we need our prospects to hit. Obviously, you know, it doesn't become a non-factor. But if we make that deal, it's not like we're desperate for a bunch of guys to start hitting out of the farm system, because then it
I don't even like talking about these kind of deals because they're never going to happen. That
No,
deal would
I
never
just
happen.
brought it up because of the Albies thing, and I was having fun real quick.
I
So
would do it in 2 seconds.
I mean, obviously, we'd have to do that trade, okay? Acuna and Albies, we'd have to.
I really just did
The Albies for JT, though, I'm not so sure I would do that.
okay, but I just pressed you on the other one because I just wanted to see your homerism come in.
You're right. That's fine.
Yeah.
What's up?
PT, what up, baby?
Listen, when I was telling you 3 years ago that we were going to sign Harper, I mean, obviously, I can be a kind of a fan that it happened.
No, I hear you. I'm not mad about having Harper. I love it. So hopefully, you know, he gets 75 like you guys say.
Do you love it? Do you love it?
Yeah.
What happened to Harper?
Guess what? He starts 1 for 12, Rod. He ain't gonna love it that much.
No, I'll cross him.
We'll
That's
see
the
Sunday night. Tom will be going crazy. Bryce has 1 hit. We lose 2 or 3 to Miami. I can already see.
Well, he's
why-
got to come out swinging, dude. He's got
Why
to
would
come
I
out
get free passes?
No, he
though?
needs to. He needs to. I agree.
like,
Why would I get free passes for
Well,
my
no, I
best
did. I said Sunday that I kind of give almost everyone a free wash on this season, But I'm just saying that now to get out of the way because I'm gonna
a free wash.
I'm gonna crush you.
No, well, so I can't.
It's a 60-game season. So
I don't
weird,
give a damn.
Dude. It's not,
You're still
do you
playing.
understand how baseball is though? It's not a fucking. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And so this season's so weird. Like someone could hit 400. Someone could hit 200. A good player.
So it's okay. So at the end of the day, it's okay if Harper struggles out of the gate.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm gonna be upset, but I don't think he's going to. But I'm just not saying. I'm not gonna totally judge a guy that has a down year this year. That's all I'm saying.
Just because it's different, you're saying?
Just because it's 60 games. That's why.
It's really only
a third of the season.
I will with my best players though.
And everyone's playing in the same playing field. Everyone's in the same.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm well aware. I'm saying around the league, I bet you a bunch of good guys that are good players. There's going to be guys that have down years around the league because it's just weird. Like some guys are slow starters. You know, you really only have the start now. You don't really have the end. I don't know. I think it's going to be weird. I think there's going to be a couple guys that could hit 400 possibly.
Do you share the same? And it's different because obviously NBA is in a different situation. But given the hiatus, do you have any similar feelings with the NBA? Like, do you devalue?
No. NBA already played a whole season.
Okay. All right. Good. Because if you said that, then
I'm saying baseball's
really
been off pretty much. Besides, like what, 10 spring training games? Not even 10. How many did they play before they stopped?
They played like 3. It felt like they played.
Wasn't many. So I'm just saying, like, I think it's totally weird. Baseball has basically not played for almost 9.5 months now. 9 months of not playing. So it's, and the last 4 months, 3 of them really not playing, just not playing at all. So it's gonna be strange.
So,
but I think
they stopped playing on March 11th.
Yeah, but I think as much as they've rolled out the last week or so, as they got in the summer camps, a lot of live stuff right away, simulated stuff right away for guys. I think that's going to put guys right on track on being on time, the reaction time being good as hitters. I don't think that's going to be a big of a deal because they roll right into it, right? So I think
I hope that we are, but I wouldn't be shocked if the pitching's ahead of the hitting early on, though.
It always is, Wells. It always is. But my point is, they jump right into it for they're going to have about 2 weeks full of live, which most guys will say that'll get them on track. Most guys say that'll get them on track.
And it is hitting season. It's not like you're starting in cold weather.
Yeah,
like
you're not coming up in. You're not coming from Florida.
Season.
You're not coming from Florida up to Philly in the beginning of April when it's freezing still at times.
Yeah, when it's 45 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's 1,011 out right now. By the way, in case anyone was wondering.
Real quick before we go back to basketball, who do you guys have as the 2 teams in the World Series?
That's a good question.
For the NL, I'm gonna go Dodgers. I just think that lineup is just insane.
It's tough to pick against them. It's really.
I was gonna bust your balls for hopping out on a limb there, but
I can't I can't even bust his balls because it's like if we don't pick them, it's tough.
Yeah. Insane. That lineup is ridiculous.
I feel like with the 60 games, though, I agree that the Dodgers are the favorite, but something weird could happen with the not being many games. The Dodgers, I'd love to see them come out the gate and struggle. I would love it.
I think something weird is going to happen.
I think the NL West is harder than you expect. Besides the Giants, that's a joke.
Yeah, besides the Giants, yes.
That's a joke. That whole Gabe Kapler joke that's going on over there in the Bay Area.
And they also
San Fran, enjoy that. Congratulations.
The Giants open up against the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah, I know. But I think Arizona is vastly improved. I wouldn't be shocked if Arizona is vying for a wild card.
They're a playoff team to me.
They're vying for a wild card to me. Yes. They have a good starting 3, at least 3, and they have a good lineup. Eduardo Escobar, David Peralta, Starling Marte, Ketel Marte. They got the 2 Martes. I like their team.
I think
you have Bumgarner to their staff. You got Gallen there now. He was only there for half the year last year. I like their team. I like their closer too. What the fuck is his name? I can't think of it, but I like him too.
I think something weird can happen in the AL though.
Archie Bradley.
Thank you.
There you go, Brad. Anyone take it? Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
I'm just gonna go Braves for something different.
Okay.
Loaded lineup. I think they can easily compete with the Dodgers per se in terms of swinging it. Not at the Dodgers level because really nobody is, but they might be one of the closer teams in the NL to compete in terms of squaring balls up. Now, I don't know how much I love the Dodgers rotation at this point in guys' careers either. I don't love the Dodgers rotation. I love their lineup. Same thing with the Braves. I don't love the Braves rotation. I love their lineup. Now both got good bullpens. That's the difference.
Bueller's pretty filthy.
No, I know, but I'm just saying they're Kershaw getting older.
Kershaw's getting older.
So I'm just making a point.
For sure.
I'm just saying that
they lost that kid that pitched great for them last year too, right? The Asian guy.
Yep,
He went to
Toronto.
Maeda. Not Maeda.
He's at the Twins.
Minnesota.
Yep.
Minnesota.
No.
He went to Toronto.
That's what I said first, and somebody said no. Oh, okay.
Well, I was thinking it was Maeda, who did go to Minnesota.
Maeda went to Minnesota. Yeah.
So they lost both of them. Okay.
Yeah,
I think I still like the Dodgers staff, and obviously their lineup is extremely filthy. So.
And I'm gonna go.
They'll be good. They'll be good.
I'm gonna go just throw a curveball in here in the AL because I want no parts of seeing the Astros again, or no parts of want to see the Yankees. So I'll just say Indians for a good time.
Ooh,
wow!
I didn't think you were going. Okay.
Just going really outside the box with it a little bit.
That is very outside the box. I like it.
Well, I mean, they can swing it too. They can swing it. So
they can swing it. They need their arms to be healthy.
They've got good betting odds.
What's up with Clevenger? Is he going to be healthy?
I didn't hear anything about their two big guys not being ready to go. But I mean, I could.
Who are their two big guys now, though? They ain't got nobody there. Kluber's gone. Bauer's gone. I guess Carrasco, is he healthy?
Yeah. Cookie's
healthy.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
I like to see him have a bounce back.
Is.
I like to see him have a bounce back.
Well, I think they have. That's what I'm saying. I mean, with Clevenger, I
like Clevenger. I do.
If he's healthy. Now, I don't think they're this is really a lot going out on a limb. You know what I mean? I just can't pick the two big dogs, so I'll just go out with a team that maybe can get hot. They got a great manager. You know what I mean? Factor that in. They always compete, and I think the lineup's good enough. I think the lineup's good enough to compete. But
I think there's a couple teams out there in the West that are tough as well. Like the A's could maybe make a run.
I really like Oakland.
Yeah.
I like the A's. I'm gonna go though. You guys
I like the White Sox a lot, not to win it all, but I like the White Sox a lot. Sorry.
White Sox are a dangerous team though. They could be
that division. That's why I took the Indians because that division.
The Twins are dangerous too. That whole division's kind of up in the air.
That's right.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's why I took two divisions that, in my opinion, are up in the air, and I threw them in the World Series because. In terms of like both teams, like, the Phillies could win a division or the Braves. And then when you talk, or the Mets or the Nationals, right? And when you talk about the Central, it's the same damn thing. You know what I mean? You can talk about all these teams winning the division. Well, now, if they get in, the way everything's short, like you're saying, Wells, I'll take a chance on some young teams or like the Braves or a team like the Indians just to, Lindor's hot as shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't know.
He will be. He's awesome.
You know what I mean? And a great manager. Over there. So because I can't take the other two. The A's, absolutely. I think they're in it. There's a lot of good teams.
Real quick, I'll get mine out of the way. I've got Dodgers, Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, another team I like in the AL is the Rays.
Efficient. They're a team. I hate analytics.
Are they going to hit enough? Are they going to hit enough, Rye, is the question.
That true. I think, but like you were talking about, Wells, to where it's not necessarily a marathon this season. It's more of a sprint. It's all about efficiency. There's two teams that use analytics. They put guys in certain spots, and they actually do it correctly with analytics, unlike a lot of teams that use analytics but not the correct way. And that's the Oakland Athletics and the Tampa Bay Rays.
Can I counter that, though, and say that I think analytics are going to fuck some teams in a 60-game season because your analytics aren't the same. The numbers aren't the same. So when you're going to do that, it's different. This is now a sprint, not a marathon, where guys are going to even out. Or you know what I mean? Like we talk about baseball, and you always talk about guys get their numbers. Well, in 60 games, do they? And
Rays have a ton of good arms, though. I will give you.
No. I'm not taking a shot at the Rays. I'm just taking.
I'm right there.
I'm talking about over analytical teams that don't have the stars. The shortened season, I think, can hurt those kind of teams. I think in a 60 gamer it becomes more of a star driven league. Honestly, I think the stars are going to drive it more so than 162. Stars get hit in 162, right? That's why Rendon being out right now for the Angels is a killer. and Ohtani, that's the stuff with Ohtani pitching. It's a killer because in a small stretch, if Rendon
could be really tough.
if Rendon and Trout and Upton and Ohtani are hot, you never know. So it's
Pujols homered twice the other night.
I was just saying, Pujols is still hiding down there.
Swinging a stick
in 162, right, boys? So that's the thing. In 162, everything's going to even itself out. In 60, you could have guys just go off and carry.
Absolutely.
So
I agree with that.
I'm sort of excited to see it. Not that I ever won 60 games, but I'm excited to see it because I do think for the first time in a long time, baseball will show the stars will be seen more because they're going to have to carry. And
I also want to see how guys react to there being no fans. Like, does it affect anybody? It's going to be kind of weird,
Won't affect the Rays. It won't affect the Rays.
I don't think it affects hitters as much as I do pitchers. In different ways, at home or away. At away, you get the crowd in you. You never know. Guys start leaving stuff over the plate. At home, you get jack off.
You get pumped up on him.
So,
I'll give you that.
So how do starters get themselves going? You see, granted, it was just a scrimmage essentially, but you see Scherzer get hit around a little bit in the first. He's a pump up guy. He'll be pumped up fine. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just making a point. Like, you just don't know how it affects different guys. No crowd. You just don't know. We don't know.
I agree. I totally agree.
Great point. It's a great point by you, Wells, because you don't know how this is all going to affect guys.
I will say I'm going to give my picks, and I'm just going to put them out there. I'm not going to really say much about them, but mine are Phillies, Yankees. Let's go.
I love that.
That'll be a bloodbath. I like that.
The Joe Girardi fucking World Series. Let's go.
Joe Girardi.
Imagine this in restarts. Imagine this in restarts. Phils.
Haters. We're just fucking crashing Ryer every fucking night. Let's go.
Little fly guys, all three teams in the final.
If that's the case, we might listen. People are gonna get angry with me. If that's the case, the Eagles can take their time coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we've got all that action going.
Oh yeah, if all three teams are in the finals, I mean, come back in October. We're good.
Do the Thanksgiving start.
Figure it out. We're good here.
Yeah, we're fine. Safety first. Everything's great.
Really important here. Really important as we're just winning titles.
I'm going Brewers Astros.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, you figure enough guys get plunked, enough guys get on.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Brewers is a solid pick. The Brewers are sneaky. That's another division that anyone could win. Is the NL Central.
You can tell me the Cubs win. You can tell me the Cardinals. You can tell me the Brewers. You can tell me who am I missing? The Reds were another sexy team, though.
The Reds, yeah. All four of them.
Greg, I made a post right when they said they were playing 60 games, and I think I said the Brewers are like the best one to bet on because you're talking short and they can freaking throw arms out at you out of the pen.
Use that opener. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Plus 3,500 too.
Yeah, it's a great bet. It's a great bet.
I do like Cincinnati a little bit. I really do because I kind of forgot of some of the guys that they got. I was looking at it earlier today.
Yeah, tell me.
Their lineup is sneaky good. Like, they got Moustakas. They signed Moustakas.
Yeah,
like Moose.
They have Bauer, obviously.
They got Eugenio Suarez playing third,
and they have Castillo healthy. So they have three big arms in Luis Castillo, Trevor Bauer, and Sonny Gray.
Yep.
And then they have
Wade Miley.
Wade Miley also, who had a good year last year. And you got Suarez. You got Moustakas. You got the young kid Senzel. You still have Votto. You got that Arquides kid that crushed homers last year.
Center fielder, right?
Yeah, left field maybe, whatever.
And you have Rafael Iglesias in the bullpen.
Yeah, and they have who's that? Who's that shortstop for them? Freddie
Galvis.
Well, nothing's getting by him, so
yeah,
you give him that. But no, in a bandbox, though. I mean, because it's a bandbox too.
It is.
It's a bandbox, so the ball's gonna fly. I like that lineup in that park.
Could it seem like the Padres be sneaky?
Yes, I was gonna say that because
I think they're too young.
If you go to the 8 teams, yes, absolutely.
I think they're too young, but yes, though, because they got some really good young pitching. I just don't think it's ready yet.
Right?
Agreed. I don't think their arms are ready. Their lineup is.
Oh yeah, and they might have the best young player that really no one, I mean, everyone talks about him, but not really talks about him yet. He might blow up this year.
Oh, Tatis?
Tatis Jr. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he started to last year, then he got hurt, missed the end of the season. He might really blow up this year because he's a damn good ball player.
Absolutely, Frank.
A lot better than his dad was. Dad did hit 2 grand slams in 1 inning though.
Frank?
I'm gonna go vanilla and go with Dodgers Yankees.
Ooh. That's kind of the chalk pick almost, I feel like.
Yeah, I have a
And it's probably
strange
also
feeling it's probably
going
gonna
to
be that. Yeah.
Also probably most likely.
Ralph, did you give yours?
Yeah, I had Dodgers.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about the Yankees starters. I'm not going to lie. If I was a Yankee fan, I'd be a little nervous about the starting pitching.
Yeah, they won't be though because they're jackasses.
They should be.
Yeah,
I understand the bullpen's really good. I get that. But the starters, I mean, Tanaka's banged up, right? Like, who?
Yeah.
You got
Line
James
drive to the
Paxton,
face.
I guess, that we're hoping James Paxton is – because he kind of wasn't the same when he came over to New York from Seattle. I don't know.
I think he had a better second half than he started off, but you're right. He wasn't as filthy as they expected him to be.
Yeah. Who else is hurt? Somebody else is hurt, right? I don't know. I just think their starters aren't that great.
So if we're done with the MLB, you guys want to do
2 teams? We're going to do the 2 teams in the finals.
Yeah,
I might be dying shortly, so if it happens, just
All right, let's just run through it quick. I'll go Sixers Lakers. Let's go. Or sorry, Sixers Clippers. Sixers Clippers. Sorry,
I was going to say.
Clippers. I like the Clippers. I fuck the Lakers. I'm not even giving Ralph this.
Ralph, what are you going with?
Celtics Lakers for me.
Let's go, Wilson. There we go, baby.
I'm going Celtics Clippers.
I won't watch.
I probably won't either.
I will. It's been a long hiatus. Greg?
I'm going to go Bucks Clippers.
Go Pelicans. What happened to the Pelicans?
Not going to the finals.
You
Not
said
going
it
to the
last
finals.
week. Tom,
Yeah,
this is the flip-flop thing. This is the flip-flop thing.
Wow.
Come on now.
Tell us how you can football, Greg.
I said they might be a sneaky bet. I'm not going to bet on them. I'll throw a couple shekels on them. But
I was going to say, you won't bet on them. Come on.
No, but I'm saying I'm not going to give them as a prediction. I'll throw a couple shekels on them and hope it pays out, but I'm not going to sit there and go Pelicans Sixers.
Why? You did 2 weeks ago.
If the Pelicans go to the finals, I'll give you my car. You can have it.
Oh, here we go.
Pelicans are not going to the fucking finals.
Not with Zion not being there anymore.
Played well, a little preseason action, a little scrimmage. So you never know. Go ahead, Frank.
Give me the fun guy finals. Give me Raptors Clippers.
It's not fun for anybody.
That might be worse.
The Kawhi finals.
that might be worse.
Yeah. My goodness. Ralph, here we go.
Here we go, baby. Give me Sixers Lakers finals.
Love to have you.
And who do you
Sixers
have?
and
And
six.
who do you guys have winning all of it?
Sixers and 6.
Lakers in 6.
There we go, Wilson.
Over
Sixers
the Celtics.
and
that is.
7.
Clippers and 6.
Lakers in 4.
Sixers and 7.
He
Let's
said
go.
Lakers in 4. Fuck you, Ralph. He's got the. I'm like, at least Ralph's got the Sixers going, and he says Lakers in 4. Can't you give us one? You can't give us one, Ralph.
CCP, I see you, baby. We're on the same page, and Clipper and Sixers are winning it. Let's go.
Yeah, I think we'd lose in 5 if that was the case.
They're missing guys. Be it
Shea goes off for 40 every night.
Yeah.
Hey, Ralphie.
I'll go Bucks and 6.
Bucks and 6. Okay.
So you got Giannis getting his first ring, huh?
Yeah. I'll go with Giannis.
What? All right. What's more likely to happen? Okay. This might be lopsided. So if you have a bit different scenario, let me know. Sixers winning the finals, or the Lakers getting beat in the first round by the Pelicans.
What's more likely to happen? The Sixers win the finals.
Well, the
Lakers
Pelicans.
not
Well, the
getting beat by
Pelicans are not even in the. They're not even.
I was gonna say they're not even at the 8th seed at the moment, and they're not going to beat the Lakers.
I think they will be.
Well, they're not going to beat the Lakers, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, give me the Sixers.
Come on, Brodo. I understand that you can not like the Lakers, but if you watch
No. I don't
this year-
dislike the Lakers. I dislike Ralph. There's a difference. I
That's
dislike
fine.
Ralph.
That's fine, but I'm just saying. Unfortunately, Ralph just got lucky, and the Lakers fucking happened to get LeBron and Anthony Davis. They ain't losing in the fucking first round. I'll tell you that. They're probably going to win it all. I'll be honest.
Ooh,
I really
Nuggets.
think
Nuggets
they're
in
going
7.
Of course.
Nuggets
Well, Bowl's arrived. What do you
Oh,
think?
stop it.
All right, what would you do, dude?
What was
Nuggets
his
and
other
Sixers?
point?
He's here.
What was Prism's other? There you go. Nuggets, Sixers, because he already bet on it.
What seems like 12 years ago.
Yeah, it is. Oh, what up, Quentin? Quentin in the house.
What up, Q?
What up, Q?
Yusef saying he doesn't see Giannis winning a ring in Milwaukee.
I agree.
I also agree.
I could see that, TTP, like the Sixers getting a revenge story on Kawhi.
Ooh, what would be a better story? Sixers get revenge. Sixers give it to Bron. It's the revenge, I think.
The revenge of Kawhi, the shot.
Yeah.
I took Sixers Clippers because it's
The
almost
ball's still bouncing.
And,
Yeah,
and-
Sixers Lakers is a better finals, though. It's a historical finals.
I mean, have I picked the Sixers making the run? I still have them going against the Clippers. So I had Sixers Clippers back in October.
Yeah, me too, Frank. And I'm going to
Ralphie, John has a question for you. Ralph, how do you feel about Charles Barkley saying the Trailblazers will beat
Well,
the
Charles,
Lakers? In the first-
Charles Barkley just says stuff, and hopefully he sticks to the wall. I mean, have you seen?
Sounds like you.
I don't think that the Trailblazers
you
are
look
going to
at
even make the playoffs.
Mirrorgate.
You look in the mirror there, Ralph?
Hey, listen.
You look like a
The
damn
difference,
billboard.
the difference
The
is
Trailblazers
he's
have
got
better
the
chance
money.
of beating them than fucking Pelicans, though.
Difference is he's an all-time great NBA
Yeah.
player. You're not.
Absolutely. I take 2 steps, I'm winded. All right.
Get that
TTP, who would you rather play, Clips or Lakers?
Just
Lakers.
get me to the finals, TTP. But I'd rather play the Clippers.
Really?
We match up better
No
with them.
Beverly and no Montrezl Harrell.
We match up better. Well, they'll probably be back, but we match
I
up
was
better
gonna
with the
say that.
Clippers.
Yeah.
The Clippers don't really have a big man that can handle Embiid.
Oh, Beverly was out. Beverly wasn't coming back, period.
And
No,
you
he
can
has
put,
a
you can
family.
put
I
Ben
think
on
he just has a
Kawhi.
family matter.
Now Tobias is going to have to guard Paul George, which is going to be tough. But I think we match up better with them than we do with the Lakers. Just
Ben
because
always
I think Ben. I think we thrive on Ben and Embiid being like the 2 best players on the court pretty much almost every game. And if against the Lakers, they're not, because both guys they're guarding are better than them. So it's going to be tough.
Yusuf
Because
says-
Davis is better than Embiid and LeBron's better than Ben, just as of right now.
Yusuf says he sees Giannis going to Miami or Toronto in 2021. Miami, no. Toronto, yes. I could see Toronto or the
He ain't
Mavericks.
going to go to fucking Toronto.
You know where he's
you know where he's
coming,
going to go? He's
though.
going to go to L.A. or he's going to go. He'll go somewhere where big. He might go to New York.
Nah, I think he's going to go somewhere quiet.
No chance. No
So you're
chance.
gonna leave a-
He's
so you're
gonna
gonna leave
get-
a small-
He's going to get
you're
$1
gonna leave a
billion
small
fucking
market?
dollars, dude.
You're
Yeah.
gonna leave a
He ain't
small
going
market to
he ain't
another
going
small
to a small
market?
market. No chance. He's going big market and he's getting paid handsomely.
I can see him going to a team like New York.
Yeah, the Knicks, possibly.
Like the Knicks, yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. But
Absolutely.
no player
Madison
like that's
Square
going to
Garden
go from
would
a
blow
small
up again.
market. Yeah, I agree with that.
they'll definitely never win.
No big player like that's going to go from a small market to another small market.
No chance.
They'll definitely never win.
Well,
Yeah, no.
I say he would if he goes to join Luka and Porzingis.
Yeah, but Dallas, there's nothing to do in Dallas. If you've ever been there, it's the worst. So,
Yeah.
that's why it's
Steakhouses.
like if he went to New York hypothetically, right? You know, he's playing. We don't know what RJ Barrett's going to be, but what's his face is really freaking young too, and I can't believe I'm drawing a blank right now.
Mitchell Robinson.
No, Zach. The kid from he was on the Lakers. Why am I drawing? This is Julius Randle.
Julius Randle.
Julius Randle's really young.
He's not. I don't think he's that young anymore.
Yeah, he's
still
like 25.
24,
Yeah,
25, right? Yeah.
So I mean, if I'm just saying they got a young team.
I like Julius Randle too. He's really evolved his game.
Anywhere Giannis goes, that team's a playoff team automatically. So
Well,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
it's just like, is there enough pieces around? Like A sleeper pick.
Can
would
they
be
also
like,
sign a point guard? If you're
Or
in the
just
Knicks,
draft-
if you
or-
can get him, can you also sign a point guard with him? That's the key for them.
Well,
What do you think
LaMelo.
that Barrett and Randall kind
LaMelo.
of have going forward? You know,
LaMelo.
LaMelo, there he is. Jesus,
Austin's another sleeper spot for him because that's a big enough market.
God.
Yeah, don't
big
say that.
market.
Please don't
I'm
say
just saying it's a big enough. I'm just thinking big market.
that. No, you're right. I mean, you're right about that, but don't say that, please.
Maybe we'll come here and play with Ben and Joe.
Well,
We're big enough market.
I can't do that to myself again, though. I did that with LeBron for 2 years. I can't do
that would never happen. I don't think.
Yeah, I
that,
can't
That
do
would
that.
be with. That would
Why
be
not?
without
Now everybody's
Joe,
doing the
probably.
2 thing again. Hold on. Now everybody's doing the 2 thing again. There's going to be somebody who does a super one again. You know it's coming.
Well,
Somebody-
did you hear? So did you hear the one thing, Tom? Sorry to cut you off, but the big thing they're saying out of this bubble is they're saying it's going to be another super team that comes out of this bubble.
What?
All the guys are mingling. All the guys are mingling.
So what I'm going at is right. It's right.
Good chance. That's what they're saying.
And listen, we already have Giannis's younger brother on the team already. Okay,
Oh,
so there's a
Kostas?
connection there.
Kostas?
There's a connection there, right?
He's got 2 of them, though, right?
Yeah, one plays with him and one's on.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay,
think
bring
it's
them both in. So bring them both in.
yeah, Costas is with on the
He's with
Lakers,
Milwaukee,
and Thanasis is somewhere else.
Yusuf has a question. If Kawhi doesn't win a ring with the Clippers, could you see him leave? Possibly go back to Toronto in 2021. It could be a move.
No.
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 He wanted to go to LA because that's where he's from. He's from California, so he's never going to leave LA. I expect him to be in the Clippers for the rest of the remainder of his career.
Yep.
Me too. Or he
Same
goes
with
to the
Paul
other
George as well.
Or he goes to the other locker room.
Yeah,
He
maybe at
switches
the end
the
of his
side
career.
of the
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think if you leave Canada once, I don't think you're going back. I think once you get out of there, you're nothing wrong with Toronto.
I mean, there's nothing wrong. Listen, I guess usually you can get mad about a guy coming for 1 year and leaving, but he brought you a fucking title. You can't even get mad. You might as well build.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with Toronto. You know?
Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong with Toronto.
Nope, nothing at all. Nothing at all.
James Wilder would be against that comment.
True.
He seems to think that there's a lot wrong with Toronto. Judging by his posts, I'd say there's a lot wrong with Toronto. Our resident Canadian think there's a lot wrong with Toronto.
He might be right. Dumbest thing of the week, everybody, before Wilson, his phone dies.
Good chance that's happening soon.
I actually got a couple,
ahead,
but
Frank,
if anybody else has one,
I'll go
ahead.
real quick. My dumbest thing of the week is just soccer in general. Just it's, and I know there's a show on A2D. Love the guys, check them out. But it was on the television the other day, not at my home, just for the record. And I'm watching it. I thought it was bad like 5 years ago with the people just flopping, but this guy literally gets touched on the shoulder and he falls to the ground like he got shot. I mean, can you get can we have some respect for you? Have some respect for yourself.
Aren't you embarrassed?
Yes, like get
serious.
off the ground.
Like,
and he was
you when
rolling.
you see that later on?
And like I know why they do it. They think, oh, if I roll on the ground for 5 minutes, it'll draw a yellow card. They're not pulling out the get up, get off the ground. They had to bring. I'm telling you, I'm not joking. I wish I taped. I literally have it on the screen right now. He was on the ground for 3 minutes of play, and they had to bring out the stretcher and what I call the magic spray. They had to spray him down. They had to friggin' spray him down. Get off the ground.
That spray is great.
You know, I'm talking about the magic spray, to where they spray him and all of a sudden he's cured. He can walk now.
And he's back.
So just soccer in general, it's preposterous. Get off the floor. That's it.
It's always the worst.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And I played it for 12 years.
I mean all disrespect to soccer fans. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
Frank?
So the first of my two dumb things of the week, and I also have a good thing of the week. First one, I am giving it to the New York Mets. The Mets were promoting the upcoming season, and they used a fake logo. They weren't using their own logo. This is the second time they've done it in months, too, where they use somebody else's logo and pass it off as their own.
Oh,
Yeah,
logo gate.
yeah, logo gate.
Typical.
And the guy who made
was that purposely done or
no, like they were looking for a logo and they used somebody's concept of a logo. Todd Radom, very very good logo designer, by the way. They were using his Mets logo concept, and not giving him credit, went unnoticed until Radom caught wind of it. The next one, I got the United States Army esports team. They had a pretty rough week. They got caught by hosting fake prize giveaways on Twitch. They were trying to give away some Xbox controllers, and the website led them to recruiting for the Army.
Oh, nice.
And then
it's a good recruiting tool. Okay,
good recruiting tool, but they got in trouble
Get him off the Xbox.
But
the controller if you sign up.
But the website didn't
Give you
mention
the whole system.
anything
4
about
years
the
later, they
controller.
give you the whole system.
Ralph, you have a deal. There's a deal,
Hey,
Ralph.
Listen, if the Army's watching, I'm out of shape. All right, I'm out of shape.
They'll whip you in shape, Ralph. They'll whip you in shape.
I got a bad knee.
But then later, a couple days later, the
we're
esports
still
team got in trouble again. This time of violating Twitch rules and apparently First Amendment violations for blocking users for questioning the Army. And my good thing goes to CJ McCollum for surprising Dame on his birthday. Massive props to Mr. McCollum.
Very good. Greg?
Bromance. Don stole mine. Mr. Pete Evans.
In-house.
In-house dumb.
Mr. Pete Evans.
Everyone's fan of in-house dumb.
Ranking Larry Fitzgerald number 10 of the top wide receiver since 2000. If he's not your top 3, you should probably, pick a new sport to start judging on.
Worst top 5.
Yeah, worst top 5.
I agree with Greg there. I agree with Greg.
I wouldn't go top 3 to quit watching. Okay.
It's got to be top 3.
Top 5 at worst. Top 5 at worst.
I mean, whose career is better?
Who would I rather have?
Whose career is better from 2001? That's all I'm saying. That was the question.
I don't know. I'll take Randy. I'll take
Randy. You lose his first 2 years though. You don't have the great rookie year. You don't have the second year.
I have him though, don't I?
You don't though, because from
I
2001
still
you
do.
don't.
I still
So
do.
continue.
I still
But you
do.
don't though. But you don't.
I'm building a team. I still
Don't.
do. If I still do though.
But that wasn't the requirements of the question.
Well,
You don't.
why
Go
don't I
ahead.
go off all stats? So you can go off all stats. I can just go off of strictly being a ridiculous athlete and one of the best wide receivers of all time. So,
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go just by that, then maybe Calvin's number 1.
okay. Well,
But I hear you. Okay, depends how you're gonna do it. I'm just saying, if I'm just gonna go by career, I think Larry could be number 1.
Okay, I'm not saying he couldn't be number 1. I just don't have him 1. I just said top 5 worst. I would have to really think about it, like these guys did before a show. To think about who I want to rank.
He's definitely not 10.
Yeah, he's definitely
Definitely not 10.
not 10. I just said at worst he's top 5. If you have some guys that you could make arguments that are better, sure. But that's it. You know what I mean? I think Julio's in there too, Don. He's big time conversation. That I think 3 times over 100 catches. He's a fucking monster too. So there's guys in there. There's guys in there.
He's unusually still.
Who?
Wilson. He's I think we lost him.
Oh yeah, look
Very
for
still.
Adios.
Very
Bye-bye.
Deuces, Wills.
mine's just real quick. Mine's just, and we can get out of here. Mine's just the Boston Red Sox, because when Mookie signs today with the Dodgers, it just shows you how stupid of an organization that was in Boston.
I know.
A big market,
What are you doing?
top 3 player in baseball, and you let them walk out the damn door.
And you trade them for nothing.
Yeah, that's what I mean by walk out the damn door. That's exactly what I mean by walk out.
You got nothing for him and in return.
not to his capabilities.
Yeah.
No.
I just laughed that the Red Sox fans were saying, "Oh my God, he'll be back. It'll be fine." They signed him. They extended him before play even freaking began.
Yeah.
And here's the thing too, like we don't necessarily know. So either they just got this extension done recently, which means there's no impact on like from the pandemic on what the contracts are going to be. Right, that was pretty much market value for them, or they signed them earlier in the spring and just announced it now. To the point where they didn't even wait. Like, there was nothing going on. It was done right away.
Yeah.
Going back to your point, Tommy, of like, what did you do, Red Sox? You just literally let him walk.
You gave him the same deal.
Yep.
He would accept the same deal.
Easily.
It's a mess.
Easily.
It's a mess.
I'm happy they did it, though. I'm happy they did it. That way we don't have to play him. No, that way we don't have to play him. As a Phillies.
Oh, well, this year, yeah. This year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But moving forward, no. Screw it. I'd rather be there. I don't want to play.
I know. Let him play in the American League for the
Now he's in
12
LA
years.
forever. Now he's in LA forever. We're screwed.
That's Bellinger. Oh, my God.
Yeah, not fun. Not fun not to see.
Gavin Lux.
Yeah, great times. Great times. But they always come up short, so we'll see if they do again. But, boys, another great show. Stay tuned tomorrow night. Obviously, I believe there's lazy booking tomorrow night. I'm not 100% sure. I think, right?
I don't know either. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, we'll say there is, and then hockey happy hour. If not, you definitely got the hockey happy hour.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. Friday, I have On the Road to Victory with Jimmy. Have that at 9 o'clock. And Saturday of the week, we round up Jake and Steve and whoever else they have on with them. If they have any guests or any guys on A2D, and then we'll be back. We'll be back Sunday night. Agree to disagree. Me, Greg Wilson, and Sweeps will be there. And then, Monday you got the greatest show of all time in the Sports Sounds. And I'll continue to just take a little jazz at Rob. I love doing it. And Tuesday you got Birds of a Feather, and Pete can give you more rankings of Larry Fitz 10.
And Chuck cannot equate health into his rankings. He could just say health doesn't matter.
Health doesn't matter in rankings. That's fun.
And Barkley at 3.
Yep.
Yeah, all time. All time.
Yep. Stay hot. And then stay hot. And then
and Kevin, just being Kevin.
I don't even want to know that fucking list. So, sports are back, man. Enjoy the Phillies.
Sports are back.
Let's
go.
Right? Everybody enjoy the Phillies Friday and enjoy every other baseball game that's on Friday as well. So, soak it in. It's going to be weird because we haven't had it in a minute.
I know, it's so weird. It's weird.
Now, granted, opening day though is tomorrow.
Yeah, first game, the 2 games tomorrow, which is the Giants and the Dodgers are the later one, and then the Yankees and Nats open it up tomorrow. I think it's 7.
Yep. So exciting stuff tomorrow night. Opens up, and then we got the Phils Marlins 7:05 Friday, and then it's just a sprint. Let the sprint begin, and then we get a little NBA coming right behind it and hockey. So exciting times. Guys, thank you all for joining us. All your comments, questions. So important to the show. Hercules at the bottom.
Hercules. Sports are back.
That will be memed. That will be memed immediately.
Wouldn't expect anything less. I'd like to thank Art Doc for sponsoring every Wednesday night show. Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. Burlington, Cherry Hill, Princeton locations. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com, as well as Ambuck Services, gutter restoration, gutter guards, deck restoration, 20% off. Tell them the boys from A2D Radio sent you. And remember, you can get all our gear, all our merch, right on PhillyDrinkers.com. Just got to go on the A2D shop in there, and you can get all your merch. Tumblers, shirts, hat, everything. So get your
suits.
Tumblers are nice. Tumblers are nice, and the bathing suits are nice. I love swim. I swim in mine every day. I just mowed the lawn in them today, and then just jumped right in. Comfy piece. So get your gear, fam. We love you all. Stay safe, and we will see everybody. Oh my goodness, we will see. I thought that was your screensaver. I got nervous.
No.
Thank God for that. Still an issue. Look at the picture. Guys, thanks for joining us. Like I said, stay safe. We'll see everybody. I'll see everybody Sunday. Maybe even see you Friday. I might even be. Jimmy might see me for an hour. Who knows? We'll see how I feel. Got to be up at 6 the next day. Me, Jimmy, talking. I'm there to 12. So we'll see. We'll see it's a game time decision, as I like to call it. I'm like Kawhi. So maybe I'll see you Friday. Everybody else.
Load management.
Load management.
Rob, enjoy your vacation. Ralph, don't enjoy yours. And we're out of here.